imagining things, your papa, the way the legacy is it here, the way what touch lives, the way I'm for the new asa. Internet ye dear. Na fe free friend and almost adane amna basa ama ye ko basa for over 7 months in it. Ujina okra my brother, ujina wa ontiase. And ne we ka say ne e twa, we ka say china ke say edidimu sa 7 months. 7 months, my brother. Then you see, we don't have any other things to talk about. There are so many things. By your papa case, we buy a kata normal baby, so I'm very sure that you can testify to that. Your mama Ajimai couldn't do rolling screen ye crano. I said I need big deals. A kata normal baby, so. Oko TikTok pe, unya so TikTok pe, kese almost every platform biano is just Yemame case winner among for a discuss it. Up to now, because if you say ye no cry, ye no crash, a bit brassy catrafe crana as a rekindle again. Timid if you say my empire about any more. Now wherever justice now. Na Mama Kai, Oba, Homobo, all counsel I was actually listening. You did mention about losing your parents at a tender age. It's not very easy. Me cry me much sure enough cry me losing me mommy cry. I feel like I say case we as a cry you will be in my life because my mom was my everything. So I can imagine, your shoes losing your parents at such a tender age, I can't imagine how you managed through all your life. And they were far. By now, no can guess it be too long time ago. But God has preserved you. Udi diemo baby obeda jobe nom di obe didi. The same Yakopon way. Man bit in the DSC. He is a father to the fatherless and also the mother to the motherless. Intimidate me feel say, let's go back to God, the same God, on die, or say he is a God of yesterday, today, and forever. On Sesada, on Cassan Nemakasi Echina may say no way. Intimidate me feel say, let's run back to him. Let's petition this same God, the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And let's see how this God will solve it for us. Yes. Intimidate. I'm just pleading. Sometimes we feel say that is fine. I would be great. I would be grateful. I have men of God I can organize. Make us a bonfire for justice. We're just interceding for your Maame Akosua. So yeah, teacher know to see the binomo kana we don't know. Yeah, teacher now through the prayers in Yakopon ebe saneno. Dear Bia, I headed Bia and will be unraveled through the power of prayer. Yes. Because I believe that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. And also, one shall chase 1,000 and two shall chase 10,000. Yetimi shia wa dream in Kromo or Domo near the bonfire. I'm very sure something will happen. I strongly believe in the power of prayer because me need the empire. I know my witness here. And sometimes and I just wonder say until mommy the case we all see say is beyond the physical. Because kia holding bit solve my brother, it's about 7 months in it. I didn't tell holding to be solve it. Yes. I didn't tell you Yansen, look at man for to do a time. I didn't tell you Yansen, intimate Cambo, intimate my BBC. So that should tell you that this battle is beyond physical. Intimate me feel let's all come together. And you say, I want to take the shine. Let's all come together. Now you're bonfire. Yes. Romans 8, chapter 28. Also, one more door. Rather than be ti aboa wo mo de be si won ye.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I strongly believe say Maame Odo Erade. So therefore, I did it be diabo and it be sin ye. So we need to rise up in prayer. You know, Dan say, sometimes, sometimes I don't want to mention names on your platform, but sometimes the variables in that as a confusion because Chris sitting legal wife and Timmy, you're very sure, so you're aware of it.
Yes.
And I didn't say you chance for a good cause. You fight about all of a sudden that confusion is see. No, we ask him at tell me home, we see me to quite me combi, we see say, ultimately it's not normal. You know, me very sure say, let's come together. You know, as they say that unity is power. You know, yet me again crow, mind, one love, peace, love, unity. Yet me bubble near the bonfire. A lot of things will turn around. A lot of things will turn around. I strongly believe that. And I can't wait till that day. A man for so mo come no masem or come no masem baby area papa share adie bia kosu bia we want to find out through the power of prayer, my brother. You'll be so surprised. A lot of revelation that will come out. But then are we willing say you be change upon him. You know, it's not about I want to take the shine, I want to do this. No, it's about your turn radiant.
Yes.
We want some answers. And I'm very sure that God will give us those answers that we are looking for. And to me, brother, we will talk back door at the right time. Now we can organize something. AM Pioneer. Everybody's more than happy to join. And yen share the Yakopon ebeye. Yakopon sobeye. Na me kai me baby oye me back because Obama sorry oye me back. Very clever guy.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened. And me say okoto the incident we see them so okotomo. So what I say. So it was regarding an explosion, and a Krumahan explosion is very, very, an explosion in the crown is related to fireworks. And I normally hear more pretty fireworks over here in the UK and Obia certified, and I say or proper licenses to able to operate that kind of thing. So what I say. Where the me name a quiet fans to see almost say police car ashibu bro because he was involved in some sort of explosion. Anye car bia than a police car. Almost chinchini or kamobi. And I'm saying no. Me name say be a collab same kakra. But me sure say which me call to that extent. Almost chinchini yes say our ma charging in a court making sure. And I'm saying no way. Ye jinemo. Court date in the sun ye call court. Ye call court me remo that in the man quite you me remo. Me remo no say me remo no say me soften I'm say yes because I was dressed in my attire because na many abre. And I'm say who am I? And I'm say I'm his father. And I'm say okay. Man of God. Enye easy. Oko UK court I say soon be a wohonom no. O kasakra no one from. And then you drew honom na me bay me mami kese ne mami ne papa kese Ghana for eja ye homo bro. You need lawyer. Omo lawyer no kro mo na omo de amaye.
Yes.
Because it's a state lawyer. Omo na omo pe lawyer amaye.
Okay.
And then you te honom, you call no papa, you got na honom because it's a youth court. It's your contempt. The contempt na you te honom na you change so much paper. Ya nchebia no muso buy na police for. See any police for there now. Na man of God. Why you ye homo bro? Na ye nyo obi ane ntweman so na police. This is a very high top institution. Lawyers been a man of God omuni bi. Influence been a omuni bi. Ekuro no ekura womo. So what's that? Ekuro no omo na ye omo dia. Omo ka se empuno na epuno. And na ye ti honom na ye homo bro. Ono mo buy omo cars and omo cars untimi nkan. We ban on the casa bana, ibia bana, ibidium ponko aba, nibia bana, medium cramai aba. And I'm saying, hey, in a case na ye dio. In ponko nyina, oma deploy in ponko nyina and cramai die. Hey, and yet honom and lawyers who a cuckoo dam. And one animal just say all of a sudden, you know what? I'm sorry for what they quite implead guilty. I'm so what BB Jijo. BB Jijo. When we plead guilty now, unim the future of your son.
Yes.
Unim record ebe done so.
Yes.
A cloud demand yes and near Jumano Co University. We are only you might be fan.
Yeah.
Kese Maame no kese Maame ne papa no kese o ma jojo by force kese ohu kese the entourage I wo honom no.
Yes.
Nam say don't worry. Ye Nyankopon ebe kasa wate.
Yes.
Ye Nyankopon asoro na de bia ye ba ye be bom pae Nyankopon ebe kasa.
Yes, I see it.
And ye share case ya see. Ni di shame no mu bu yeso kese afi ye lawyer na kasa kwa na no fom. After ye ma break a no catch ye ma break a osa brofo so don't from break any the India grow. Onya normally cup of tea where I was the then case we be lose so plead the guilty and I'm so can you say bia ka buy ye dia babu be one man ka only the first person me dia babu. We are not pleading guilty not today not tomorrow.
Wow.
Can say almost every break be in bia no let's plead guilty because there is nowhere case where you be winning. And say blue baby na Maame ne papa no kwana kwa ese me hu ya yo mehi because omo hwe case na me misi Nyankopon ebe ye because I believe in God. Na omo hwe eniso na entali.
Yeah, the question.
Ebe ye Maame case we ye hwe ama bi no mo sensa kese ye ne de ekoso na obo mo na be mo abu nti obo no mo tumi ba platform so bo se na koma.
Na koma kwa ene ya.
Na koma ene ya. Wona waka asem no akoma ene ya. Because they were kote, baby were kote, into na koma yene. So both parents into kaki to become yaka say, you know what? At the end of the day, the parents into the mobile is okay. But I stood as a servant of God, and I believe the God that I serve. So on Dimisha mother.
Yes.
So the your lawyer now mother my no almost 3 breaks a year no ni na okasi in play the guilty and I'm saying no way. Now ye corny about case in the chassis about 10. Ye pon be 10 a.m. in the morning. Ye pon case no na ekobo 7 p.m. in the evening. We can win ye chantro. All na busa bro for what him try what him intro it tracing woman. Ubitimi chantro na skin na ye red to say your cano. Utimi say intro pass no cha. My brother, and easy. Now ye ma break and ma koshe toilet to suneja, ma koye kabu kabra. Almost break bia me say radi. Shile wu to me. They might have the lawyers, fine. They might have the best lawyers, yes. But lawyer say be lawyer can say be in the same way radi yesu. Wa o sha ejina na wa o kasa ebem. Na ye ko every break bi na makotina toilet so kakra na ye kabo ni asaba in a 9 minutes final verdict almost share accusations somebody ya boy ye be nyina no bebrenya ye de omontimi improve beyond reasonable doubt. Now if you are brother chance no more skin ye red because you more penal because you more pan say ye be jelly e banner. But almost share verdict na ebana and yes son no more penal. Afia chire yesi no ma bebre na nse na nye no kresa. But don't bet my honest at that time na no wa bonteno. Na den pan no ye no more found the panishi kakrebi and no panishi no kakrebi say sadia or more community service into on call for 7 days.
Wow.
No more church no like I say honum no I say it's a place of discipline. So what you say and 6 now some of that 6 also be acquired ekoda. But no na wo deviate no na wa nkwa And then the nine why a stone bone a ton in why would you judge?
Oh, Ajagrajah. Oh, Sempa.
Nti no na ere ma sa ere ma bon afi lawyer na afi or shemesa or say are you a demon or something? Yes, or say they me to me ben am the year adwuma wa ha no. And I'm assuming business now are you a Christian? Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Kese wa wusuniti sa kese ohun bibi say bi da.
Yes.
Say case are only a whole Met police, oh, man of God. A whole Met Metropolitan Police. Na fe na mama ne papa na fe mo to mum o muntimi nkasa me kasa mo kro muntimi e respond.
Wow.
And I'm saying me peneso me ye ko e plead guilty. Cause this will go on the record of your son. I bet na brabo. After that day at the time of being more responsible that what we use to so nimade we use to page my papa ye no boss against him fano because e be kutiano.
Yes.
Because I had no so record be kutia wa oboa o ye sesen o metwe aba. And then yakopon ye ya dom. Na community 7 days community no me man the enemy gina so enemy make sure sending the time also the draw them na me friend my man papa me from like crazy. Na ye pon ye no. Me se mon fa mo kuku ni mon kaka nkwe omo di omo backs omo lawyers kese utimi se suitcase omo lawyer kese utimi se they were highly disappointed. And I'm saying mo nim nyankopon ayesom no. Perhaps you came in with all the best lawyers you have. You came in with all your apparatus. But we serve a living God. The God of yesterday, today, and forever. By 4:30, no, that's what honor. Guess it. You who dream no to say Yakopon be. So she then who Yakopon to me and movie be say be that.
Yes.
And say mani GTA any year. Guess it. I can say BB. I be saying mom say wow.
Yes. So good evening.
Of friends say holidays that East Legon fie together with their father and Odo Bronii. And yes, nobody had disputed that fact.
Yes.
Imagine a 30-year-old man. Me can say boy. Almost say nkwadano. A 30-year-old.
You're welcome.
Imagine a 30-year-old boy. Na oni o maame ni o papa wo na won hu se o papa esisi o maame wo hu se o papa e wo dan e wo Ghana nso o maame ba o man sa dan ni muntra ba onu ankasa de o ba Ghana o kotra o papa fie. Imagine, let's say another 30-year-old girl enche bia o be a lawyer, she'll be called to the bar very soon. Ya wo ye o ba odo maame pe ono ani statement bi odi aba out na nsen se odo maame pa oni o maame ntam nye hwe any problem bia na so otimi ba o papa nchen holiday e ba ni papa nchen e wo East Legon mansion mu eni Odo Bronii ni o papa betra but unfortunately no woni o papa anko ama out say efie ahodo a e wo ho ni nyina no maye maame bi ntram ana ye gibia maye maame until say o papa no e ba be wo owu ye no so krampo no a they had the power say omo beka say ye kofasafo akwa bie dan because everybody knows omo kofi ho efie na wo domino the water antra hell no me be fasafo akwa bie na me maame ba oba obekwa kwotena ho because ono so beje awo they didn't do that. I'm just asking, could there be an agreement, say, when the separation between Daddy Lumba and Odo Bronii and Maame Akosua Serwaa, there were agreement on Niema ye say bia efia yegina yato ewo Germany no mejaya manfa me so me kwa kobo me bra efie na ye ewo dome no sisi abeye media the water and try here no me say usika bia nim timafa we will say I had no I'm just saying could it be that arrangement na also enunti na maame no ba ye no one fight say tamada di Lumba ewo ho no oba Ghana 2018 no what ase say ya de srede na me sre wo wo de enye hwe wo de ade na so me pe ba bia dada o si okay enye hwe mema me yere na me ne tie no ye ba ho no abesisi ba bi mu aba nkoma me no nkuta hudi wo ho dada ntru ma na wo ye ntam ntru nti wo de wo da ho ade achi a na wa sorry na wo de misafo abreme na wo kogwa yi wo kumase ampa wo ye sa ma wo na ye no cramp no woni mi nua ba brempoma na e ba beda ho nti na me ba bibia ma wo. Is it the case say omo ankasa tenase aye omo arrangement ebia ebekma ba say yenti ase ebekma ba say yenti ase but ekoba say ebia Germany dan no wo de anya hwe wo se wafa afa mabre matua bi wo se watua wo se wafa afa but mami bibia ho bio menti ase me ba beje bibi say could it be the case because it doesn't make sense to say the ubisa it doesn't make sense. And why it doesn't even make sense, they say there are people involved, and I'm talking about Momano. Couldn't their children even fight for you? Said there be at least domifieni dear. You know, say, Antino, Safwani dear, no dear, away a hop, 10 bia mammy bagan a biano near the amano no diaba, na ye back 1 year a hondia ye mammy fee. Couldn't that happen? Inti a strange. Na minim say ye koye nimu no declaration na ye ka ho asem no ensem EBPP afri mu aba.
Okay,
say sa temi ya on me no ade ba ko pena minim me hu say na advices no na amboa no.
Okay,
in a sense that Maame Akosua Serwaa, she doesn't live in Ghana. He lives in Germany. What you didn't say? And a fact say, ukunu no properties ni bi or Germany. What you didn't say? But the financial right a nay say Odo Bronii a man who say okay, me person me ko Germany. Na me ko da me kunu if you ba ko be or Germany. Say Auntie Naa call without calling you. Or best friend because when you say una keys no ye den what you done say enti sanka asemu bia ni hono ma what you say according to now of Germany ba now you say ukunu so wo second wife or other na one friend say madam me ba me kun efie ni do say even ko kra no say is legon fie wa na opa me say is legon fie no even building ankasa na ndan na woman kra do so what you didn't say? Because Anka Busa Boni Bia Nimanka Oba Nebia our friend. Now there's a wound mean friend call the head of the family, ABUSUAPANIN. Only ABUSUAPANIN tem Boni Bia ni Honman Kebia our friend and say Bia Ejausu, me pacho me bagano and Campezanka me back could you feel back on number? Make for Sanka Boni Babat Oba Sana Unko Honum Unkochia or Dobu Unkochia ABUSUAPANIN. Who better than what Makoda because we in Ghana now. What you say? And your keys no cry to the buildings. No, you don't have it. Any Calvin because the Calvin if Germany Bagana would maybe a sober. What you done say? Hey, me for say a whole money you know. Intina na make us a rahel. And some way na it boils down to near my see 1 week na you almost see 1 week na no. Say na come here 1 week fe amu nyina mo sese ko yi. Kasa na nko oba no so mda so sese ya. But as an karai oba ye no. And no say bi anko akọ dining room. But what fan say we dey me pesa me nyom be fine. What you dey say? Na say only so only na anye fine. So only ABUSUAPANIN na anye fine. Who loses? What you dey say? It before say na advices na amboa no. Sen advices ne buana kasa antokwa we nyina no kamfa so bi amaso.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matthias one say and then a chance on a video na obi ka say Maame Akosua Serwaa and city up na nyesa what wanyante say nkofo empese even the appeal ebeba so and that Maame Akosua Serwaa by when timi ankoto Odo Bronii free if you honor saying Maame Akosua Serwaa make an attempt to do any of that, they would have supported her to go and then you can saying do all the other things na nkofo ka say ompese Maame Akosua Serwaa no mbacho say
Okotu ya Ryle.
Uncle to Odo Bronii fi if you honum, like she should have made an attempt to go and eject Odo Bronii from the house and all that. You know, they would have been able to help him. And
From
then
which
there's
house?
what
Ryle.
East Legon Fieno. East Legon Fieno. And then there's one thing I think say issue whereby there's one thing I run into so I'm bringing it to connect to you kind of saying the court proceedings and everything that went on. There's one thing I run it through all these issues yeah in Kofoka say in Sakesi be the cra judgment in him and Sakesi be the cra court no and I know say yeah the enkofo bebre ababe to honoma. Mr. Alex, you're welcome.
So much.
Yedi nkofo bebre abeto honoma ye ka say they are the reason why judgment no ankoye amfa ama ye Maame Akosua Serwaa. Brother Marcus say yeah I think say we are privileged to have gone through the judgment, okay? And Brother Marcus as a legal person and also obi a wonim embramu no so wo share their course or court and everything that happened. That do you think say ensakesi ebishasi?
Yen kano krenche yenuamba no ne yenuanmo a o maye so delusional o mununu o mo no mo sere. They have created their own world and they are living in it. What did the say? O mo create o mo ankasa a world. O mo ankasa wiase. And they want things to go according to what did the say? Acquired to say sebi ye nkwanya ebia etwitwa de ni ye we na no need the norms and no ekwan ya fa so ye bibia na obi etini baby we decide say o ye nkwanya o de niam afoforo ni ade bi befra na opese obia begitum say ono ne de na ye papa. The normal one, the standard one no wrong. Now say there are some people who are sore losers. Undi asempa. Say asempa na undi no. Uchu nanimu a na ni bu ofu se adinti na wachu nanim. Ya onkofo bibre atisa. Edi nkan. Me pese obi ati ase se your court system, your judiciary system no, it is a very powerful one now. A wood dream standard near very higher commonwealth. Any nkru or maya who do an international community ni na wo GDA wom. And until now, companies, international companies, Bagana, one of the reasons international companies, Bagana, BBA companies were because unim say embra atenatin ye ekoso ewo Ghana obi unu obi nya asemo a ukokota you have justice. Etosu bio judge na wotena adwomu no wo ye oba ya se ne yonko ba bibi kwatia ne yonko ba won tiase se obege yi ena de toso miensa yentiase se obi bedi judge bi bedi asem na so obi di achia no krampo no a na nye high profile case ya kan high profile case a eye case a da bontin a nipa dodo no ani di akiri so what you say akoyete say wo tie kura ase na wo bobol obi abo abaso wo bobol se wo kopie kurom na se ye bobol kese na president obi a behwewa wo pese wo yire wo bobol ni ye no obi a hu se ampa wo ya de na bia na atọ de wo ko Italy. It is a high profile case. Judge bia obetna so bia no. Or make sure say obey atrentin ye obey research. Na wo bu ade ne pepepe because president ewe, chief justice ewe, Supreme Court judges nyina ewe, lawyers Ghana Bar Association obi ewe de obey. And na osan ye oba, yeso osan ye doctor, yeso unimade, yeso yesinti obi ewe. because asem de na obedie no ewia ebeda ho no amankofo de akosua de enti se lawyer bi ana judge bi kura bebu asem atene adiscabe abu asem achia no a na nye high profile case like this ebeye de share ekura bi ase obi anim ho no a obi a nipa no ho no kura no onye nipa mu na onye sikani enti ebugu ano kura na ontimi nko appeal ontimi nka hwe won kam obi ante. But high profile case like this ontimi ndi ni nyina ni se asema omde koye no omoan mi se omudifo ene ya bo agu omoso na ekwan ombefa so ombenu omo ho ombesere ombetimi aka bibia che omo followers omo followers agi omatum se omo ya ade because don't forget say omo gigi sika no omde kotu ya lawyers leka omo gusu ade bi omo gigi sika fi omo ho enti o se omo pa asem bi de beto nkrofo ni trim ye de nka ya asem na edo ye koye no bibia ye kama lawyer na ye fa no wa biun yasem ne ye kama na enso ye buatia yen Ghana court na nya papa omo ya kronfo omo akogigi ska o baabi mpanyimfo bi o baabi omo sahye akiri ye kasa ade ne nyina no na ma di odina koma ni emotions abeta ade na chi no na watie na wodi asere na wodi akonsolu no won say oh yasem de nka edu na enso Ghana court na nya papa na wodi akonsolu no ho eyesa na ekoso. The judgment was accurate. It is a full 70-something page judgment. Se u readia wa obehunu se ampa enipa no oni case asem no ono a oni anu yie bia ena ye bu agum so ena ebio wo sa wa opportunity se obekọ appeal appeal wa 7 notice of appeal e de na aba appeal yi unko appeal de when one say we serve notice now what written statement and I say written pleadings now I submit it.
But I'm not say they are still in it because no should take about 60 days into probably it's in process.
Okay, but you see, say oko court now say you rule it ya na obvious say you rule it ya wa. You know right away where the judge went wrong exactly. And you even in the notice of appeal, no, you mentioned some of them. So what is keeping you? What did they mention as? Even though Yaka said in 60 days, no, once your conviction is strong and powerful, and you have read the ruling now, unim say you were case near the no, it shouldn't take you 1 week to even write your pleadings and submit, even though you have up to the 60 days. Anyway, as you have said, no, they have ample time. Enti me pacho. First point now, ubisa ye no. Yentias ye say court we no, enwa na ye bu ye man. Enwa na ye bibia akoso. Enwa na adi abua obi, enwa na abua ma obi sisi obi nwia obi ade. Enwa na abo ye ho ban ya. In a high profile case like this, there's no way the judge will falter because everybody's eye was on it. Now let me come to the other aspect now ubisa ye no. You see again eyesa ewiase na kophobia kritia mo ho making a feeling say omo nko na ye entitled to that Lumba ejapade omo na ye legal wife. They haven't even accepted say court ne say Odo Bronii e ware no 10th April 2010 into ono so wayire omo nchimi jintu mu there is the self denial asem no krani ni but because of baby ojina ni emotions into no ntimi nje sa no krani ntum into odaso jina enguro mu ho odaso jina baby and na wo dwene say Odo Bronii is an illegal occupant of the house. She's not an illegal occupant. Inti say wo sorry say o kwakotu obi a ye legitimate occupant because she was married to Daddy Lumba. She was living with her husband in that house before the demise of her husband, no. Emre bia ma okwan say ukokotu obi efiri ho no mo. Emre bia ni ma okwan. And if she makes that attempt now, she will be breaking the laws of Ghana. What did the mention as? I was say ye nua man mo tiasie. Say aha no pepe ye ho emra ye adwuma wo Ghana. So make it adi krontia wontimi nkoye ese okwakotu ade no. Enye buga na ye de ade o. Ena enye se wakoma so ade ofiri se we na opese we ye. Awati ase ntin o ye. Enye so se ade na opese we ye no se enye mra kwan a bebia obi a freedom esie no e ho so na obi freedom starting. Enti legally no Otini kunufie the court assistance now wa appeal no ko me ntwamu say wonye yere assistance now no wo ye yere a wote wo ye legitimate occupant of the house a efia no ni kunu tim ansa na wo nti locus ben on what basis grounds ben emra ben na odigina so ana wakoma so ade wo emotions ade na ye opese wo ye utrim ufi say ye papa wo utrim no ade bi betimi aye wo betimi adwuna ade bi ho amana ye say bia ye papa but emra kwan so na enya ade papa enya emra kwan so nti say utu sa na mo no a you'll be breaking the laws of Ghana and the laws of Ghana will be dealing with you. It is just a phone call away of police. Somebody is intruding. Somebody is breaking my door. The police will arrest you. You can be a mob of 200,000 legal wife people standing in front of the gate. The police will put tear gas on you and arrest all of you because you will be committing a crime for illegal abduction. What did the missioner say?
Yes.
And yes, a war wakumemu say, we na, a was here, no. Now fiti na wo ye.
Okay.
Said ye a war wakumemu pesa wo ye no, say, and yemra kwanswa, we ya watumra swa emra ni ubedi. Yentia siesa, obien wo bet makwa to that Odo Bronii free ho. Nobody can do that.
All right. Brother Marcus, there's one thing so I'm a person me bisa. See, I only Mr. Alex and rolling munina mo ham patcho mo one question ebisa. Before maybe some question ebusia for me pamocho. If this is your first time chancing up on our page, Felicia and then Roy, you're welcome. Mohammed King, you're welcome. Pacho, if this is the first time you're chancing on our platform, and Pacho, please kindly follow the platform. Pacho, follow Cecilia so that whenever we come live, you know, so we are doing a very constructive analysis of the whole issue. Into me, Pacho, so open no cray. Now, say open baby, I obey the truth as it is. Me, Pacho, follow the platform right now. If you're welcome. Elom, you're welcome. As ASD, you're welcome. Abigail, you're welcome. Thank you guys for following the page. But the Marcus, I never gonna maybe some. Mr. Alex and rolling. Me pamucho. One say issue way by and I was from Patron. Let's tap and move the lights to 150k. Wine Patron. Me refi baby jet. You're welcome. Me Patron. Yeah, 679 people on the platform. Patron, you know, you can say you tap here. You bet do 150k. See out there as you watch us in Patron. All there for on sabo screen. So is it Neslina, you're welcome. I thank you so much. Is it not? Oh, say we've made a whole lot of things. Yeah, said, yeah, Papa, despite your boy, your President Mahamadin, your boy, Serwaa me here. Your boy, a whole lot of Nkofo. I'll bring the list next time and then we can talk about them. Say all these people no, you can't say when you know, but Obian one more wetimia at the one evidence. Ababetre say, okay, I saw. Ebia say papa despite me who say papa despite edisika Emma ye Maame Dorinda and also ebia me wo a document bia I and a transfer of money bia every ye papa Kwame despite ho and I say wa me here na whoever it is I yes your monsasha say no me ebia me who say bia there's one transfer bia that has been done from this person to the other person and untino me ka say and so we here. And now so okay, I saw a meeting and now bibia a say this particular person any nipa way share waha na me take conversation say nipa way any nipa way discuss way intino me wo grounds and I say me wo evidence showing say okay we such as here but you see right from the get-go in some way starting I have seen say there's been so many allegations without proof obiantimi prove ye say yeah, Papa Kwame despite that in Sasha say no. Quite Ben and Sasha say no, but yaka. A lot of people are speculating so many names and saying so on Sasha say without evidence. Don't you think could there be something that could be done about that thing? Because it looks like we are dragging Ghana and Pennyphone now into this issue. And also my issue didn't solve it because say Kenya tem did any bo waiting woman I'm sure say Bianca by now be a penny be afra sem no krama e be omatena se aka sem no be asem na so but because nipa ne beka onim say be did na tem nipa ne be kan onim say you be dragging into the issues nti ama obia aye laid back. Nti all these allegations without proof no, couldn't there be something that could be done about it? But your gentlemen, mo nyina na me bisa mo sa question.
Who is going? Alex, would you want to take this one up or I should?
Mame Fawe. It's all right.
So-
First and foremost, you shall deal with. Maame Akosua Serwaa a trail letter the lawyers on the 4th of February. One of the call the lawyers for one or more trade the bread at Lumba. And painful Mubo Mudina were not part of it.
Okay.
That Lumba a woo Ubia Mamma could din and our cheddar. There was no problem. Maame Akosua Serwaa in October 28th and a course of injunction. Painful be an energy or no one can call ye. Ode ABUSUAPANIN Odo Bronii and a transition home and a court. Sadi we are or the coy no Panibia and Cajon a court as him. Omkoye adia no mujina so mupe a marriage certificate when to be found back.
Kwame, you're welcome.
Omuchere won junction no say adia na nko de be nyina so for that injunction no ono ankasa negligence and amane nsanka. Yankoye nimbiem. Ono asampeja asem no ede empayinfo miense amabo mudin san court ko file an official court lawsuit say ope enioma 4 surviving spouse only widow stop ABUSUAPANIN from calling Odo Bronii as a wife and stop Arthur Beidu Esquire Nipa 3. Omum ko defende 1 ABUSUAPANIN eye Dominic Kwajo Osei Fati Ali Ayala Ana Al Hassan Hindu. Omum ko defende Odo Bronii A.K. Osei Usu Esquire Kwasi Mensanyako Esquire Nipa mienu. Omum ko gyina mumma transition team eye Ebenezer Ajay Pediako Esquire Ena Edward Omane Esquire. Niye huniye lawyers are obia de call ye were different from each one. It wasn't a group. Obia koso could defend based on someone somebody ama woman. Mame, Jaja odi assembly jina mu. Mame Dorenda, the judge on the tena asem no so edi asem no. Debi ameka se wan ko school a hu akora bia onim so onim ade debi. Obi o Shatta de bia nkyere se onim ade. Mame Dorenda, judge a wotena adwam no. 1 Oye renounced judge Ghana. July 2013, Obeye district magistrate judge. Onwankasa 2019, Omo appointed no as a circuit court judge. And a 2024, the 30th of September, Omo ye no a high court judge. Maame Audi Asemino okuta bachelors of arts in law and English. Kwame Nkrumah. Onwankasa kuta School of Law wakwawie. Okuta ne masters in LLM. Oye in charge of alternate dispute resolution, global crisis and conflict and disaster management. Okuta PhD in criminology and human rights. Maame a otena adwai so oyobia unimade. Or a renowned person. Yanko yenim kakra ne yenhwe. Ade ntina obedi asema wi obi beka se ensakesie bi ewom. Despite nye judge, ni office ni court, oni chambers. Jomama story otene baby. Nkrofo mpanyifo we nyina te baby omodwene wo mo ho. Nti se wo kind judgment here by na ugina baby kase obi kase and sakesi woma, it doesn't even make sense. The entire make sense and I say, Maame fo bi te say Serwaa I'm here. Lawyers amebubo mudino. She's not part of any of the legal counsel team. Enyo no ena akọ court ye hu ne so ba court dem hompo. Nti at what point ono ye lawyer no ne input ebe fa he na aba. Omo court no at the case management level she wasn't there. She wasn't summoned to court and she was not even there as a witness in po. Nti ni input legally e free hen and e ba hen. This will be jina baby no kase ensa kese bi mu a eye arahosem e ma me na ye bufusem so pa. Adenti na me kasa. Sarah hwade bi o. Ye wade bi a friend defamation of character. Defamation no. The first one is an act of purporting falsehood one. So we chatro. Nti nipa na oya ade no oye etro through a medium na ne saying or no by spoken, written, online media na say radio and TV. And the no is to injure and not disrupt the personal reputation of Ubia wayen a hard-earned reputation. It is an agenda. It is a purported strategy to organize people to speak against Sankrofo Mubo Mudin. And it is very sad. She ye kroma ye wono. Ye beti me achi omo until people are arrested. Now ye tiana agrada trans say ekeka bichire gifti adoye. Ye tiase anasem no court. Agrada was summoned, charged to pay 1,100,000 Ghana cedi to gifti adoye. And some painful way no. They are trying to disrupt some painful nyina say beya ubetra baby aka say ai papa na you say na de me yakran said despite came out to talk, but it was good that he came out to talk because on my imagine say on be keka some painful no na che say mo hu say painful no am so case no so na me bo mo a na say the omo pen omo nsanka be why proving and providing a marriage certificate is the simplest act in the world. Emma 693 wa. Emma wo line so maware. Wo de opama me misa say emma mo ha. O marriage certificate wo ho a e pa church yes. Wo de o platform is kura wo. Emma mo ha mutie ye. Ukuta marriage certificate anaji awiakura moye. Chere yes was you start right wo de hwase wo. It is the simplest certificate or baby a wawaribia has it. And me, who say they have a mass. Look at how many people writing yes. Mahu say it is a strategy to fool the people that are following them, to gaslight so that they can encourage them, say they have something to prove. Because oman yes and painful no omunya the attention. Because omu din krofata won say corona ye free so no. Oka no kre eye wa no enura chiri sa but udi atro edi atem no emma wano ekwa chiri because you kurum no sa na aye. To me I think say painful winning should start taking people to court so that those people can be held accountable. And I said they should arrest them and charge them with monetary damages. Explain the factor in Sakesi Ben how, when, and now issue a public apology and now retract and you Also, I encourage the Ministry of Communication and the NCA say, Omunya botrena omo those platforms, they should use the social media act, to actually block people, mute their platform, so that Ochinabi, if they come and they are not able to see their year, they cannot go live. And yes, sir, Yetiana, they took this matter to a UK Ghana embassy. Does it make sense? A court matter, you have already filed an appeal. So, assemble court, why don't you follow the court process and the judicial system process? And then you walk around saying, say, and Sakesia. Media is a fallacy, a baseless antic, and Omuyusu. And ya wahano, ye mungu, ni intiminkoyanim. Mr. Raobi, that is what I will say.
Okay, Brother Marcus, me Pacho, if you can come in when it comes to that question, Pacho.
I think say Alex has done justice to it, and he's just spoken everything that I wanted to say. In fact, a strategy, a idea ye used to, people are gullible. Omo were very vulnerable and gullible followers. They will not read, they will not pay attention to everything. And at any point in time, I will see a can be na yedi kipu or more to follow us, because I get to a point you get to a point also be brain na ya kikemu ya tiatiamu unti ye can't idea be your there a big keep you or more close to us, because a legal system. And I'm me say the only point I made this also cry and say when it is a very high profile case like this, judge obia person obeye untimi nye mistake, because everybody is watching. What did they make I say? Na one via what you might then ebebo. It's a bia ni baby. Obia ni baby.
Look at it this way, say. Aside the inconsistencies are thank you so much, Akosua. Aside the inconsistencies are you can't say the issue of the marriage certificate and all that, What the fans you can't say first court a year in Sakesia. Look at the letters of administration and the things that came with it, And also in Sakesia being a shasi, because at this point, looking at the issues that came with it, say young consulting akrani adini diakoshasi, and this was done by lawyer Kusi. I think we all saw the affidavit. Affidavit no you can say ABUSUAPANIN Robert Jenfi instead of ABUSUAPANIN Kofi Wusu ABUSUAPANIN Robert Jenfi of Ayapoku din and Asheso, and Maame Akosua Brempoma as Odiadini. Where minu nyina say ye omukọ yenyi Odiadini bia. And then Charlene also comes out to say Onya aware of it in wa follow ya maya ni dia shase. In this case, are they still going to blame in Sakesia be say no na shase na or filing for letters of administration and go through, and because at this point I don't seriously
no, this time the strategy is different, and the strategy is to take Charlene, the young lady who almost say case raised abroad, the integrity is important, or no crack. What did they mention? I say, and Tron, they don't deal with it. Until now, the strategy is not that. Her attacked her to the point that she has to release a statement. I don't know whether you heard her audio.
Yes.
Do you understand? So that is a strategy. And so the whole attention, now people are not even paying attention. Their group, actually, not any other person. Their group are not even paying attention to the wrongdoing, the wrong process on my year. The inappropriate actions are on what taking. They are swaying their mind from inappropriate action on mateki and papa process papa and throw on mucha forger on my year. They are not even paying attention to it. Now they are shifting the minds of the gullible people and the vulnerable people to the fact to say akrani akrabone ye umami un support umami unye say, and all the focus is it now. So at any given time, omo cookie, and they find a strategy to sway their people to follow them. You see, they are not now talking. The strategy is different. They are not talking about to say ezakesiebi letters of administration now are called wrong. See, that is not it, because Apaska and Koye, they are wrong, just like all the other actions are taking in the processes, wrong actions, wrong thinking, planning, BBI wrong. Just like that. Until they failed in all aspects. Different thing. And now they are not even talking about the wrong, inappropriate action on Mateki and adding a name that they didn't consult in the clandestine way. And person so the the affidavit and papa and no uncle yamomo. They are not even talking about it. Now they are shifting the focus to Akrani Akraboni. So you will see that all of them are now attacking the girl, the young lady. And now we say, and now we support Umami is a way Akraboni pass, Akraboni, the Mamia is say, Wakunu one mount. Why you see the thing? So that's where they focus on. So at any given time, Biano or more strategy on base.
Wow. Abusafo, at this point in my patrol, I could see I've granted an interview. Let me ask you, like maybe some Mr. Legs rolling and then Brother Marcus, the general overview in Semia Akosua, right from the get-go when lawyer could see we all got to know lawyer could see the lawyer OTK this whole case on any so the letters of administration. So far, what do you make out of his conduct and pertaining to Bibia Akosua? Like I want your general overview before I play his audio. No, Roland, if you can come in first for me, I'll be very grateful. Sir, okay, so Roland and ready. Mr. Alex, Pashalti Mikasa, and Nasa Brother Marcus, you can also come in as well.
Brother Marcus, Dubakwana.
No, starting.
So wait a minute, person me jimunina, obia, mummy and sanina, obia, your general overview of Lawyer Kusi and how he has handled the case till this current one.
Oh, okay. Now, before I may call you, so my shot is thing. Mami show me camera and a kakra. Name shot you.
Okay.
What's your home?
Me pacho ye hupa.
We need the legal documents or the court. That Lumba baby, no. The first one was injunction. And ABUB say asem we are say. Or say injunction no or say it's not but you sort to brofum but you bit me akan.
Officer Alex. Motion of notice for interlocutory injunction. Motion on notice by William Kusi Esquire of Dominion Chambers, barrister and solicitors, Edum Kumasi of Counsel for and on behalf of the plaintiff / applicant, herein praying this honorable court for an order restraining the defendants, their agents, assigns, workmen, etc., from either collecting the body of the late Charles Kwejo Fosu, aka Dad Lumba, from the morgue and to perform the burial and final funeral rites of the deceased upon the grounds set out in the accompanying and for such further order or orders in the honorable court may seem fit.
But your date Ben was
16th day of October 2025.
okay. The first year Lawyer Kusi court it was on the 16th a year. Asama okwa and say Yamfa injunction and restraining the defendants no nipa miensa we abusuapanyin personal. Yes, Alex.
Injunction or filing rates no and an injunction no eka ho. And the injunction no a time of filing rates no was on the 2nd of October.
Of October, okay.
And the injunction here no was on the 16th.
16th, okay.
Almost say okay, Maame enchire musena or uncofo betiasi. Almost stamp na wa no. Stamp na chire time a ekodru court. Date and in the BBR.
On the 3rd of
Head of Mamenya Kesia Kakra so who
yes. On the 3rd of October 2025.
on the 3rd of October, Ena lawyer Kusi, Ede Maame Akosua Serwaa.
Alex.
Yes, sir.
Go back to the judgment. Once a judge, the date almost file rate, was on the 2nd of October. Go back to the judgment. Once also.
Maame enko hase na nkrofo ebeti ase kakra. Say with no nyabotre mame. Mame ni we na
It was a for as Mr. Alex looks for it. It was a for see a catcher will say hase. We don't fire no kenenka. We give you evidence to back whatever it is that we are talking about. So be some and then if only say you are open-minded to see things and to learn. After a better discussion with baby, you will know where we are going to, and then you will understand things properly. Okay. What Mr. Alex is going to show no evidence backing every other thing. Yeah. Eka. And yes, sir, it's just hearsay and I say obi neka or baby. Adekwa, you're welcome. It's me patrons. I'll follow platform where please kindly follow the platform now. Send a bear anytime be a beba up with good news like this and as a teachings like this, no, you would understand and then you get everything that we get. Nilante. And then me say I'm giving special shout out to all the people that are following. You know, be or follow be I'm Nilante, you're welcome. Surpriser, you're also welcome to the family. This is a very good place for Obia to be. And me patrol share the life for other people to also get it so that they also get the knowledge that we are having. Okay. So let's
rolling. Oh, Kasafa page paragraph 88 in Okase. The tendering of this marriage certificate was objected.
Paragraph 88, yeah.
88 in our Kanana.
No. I'm saying make time on file rate, what you say? It was on the 2nd. On the 2nd of October. But time on yet on be in Junction was rather on the 16th. Is it clear now?
Yes. Let's move on so that at least we'll be able to get the whole thing first.
Okay. Alex.
No. What Rolling
Alex,
was saying,
someone just sent me a snippet of an interview right now. You let me play what you are saying. And
okay. Rolling play
yeah,
play yeah, rolling Kesiana on play.
Okay. Rolling and play voice, then we hear. All right.
Akosua Yeboah, big ups to you. I think just a while here, Akosua is always here, always gifting NT.
Yes. Akosua, thank you so much. Okay.
Alex, can you mute yourself?
Propaganda going around there.
Oh, Rolling, Mami Bomamo.
Okay, bueno, yeah.
Mami Bomamo. I think that because of the Bluetooth, people will hear it better. But let me play this voice for you. And I said a Rolling in Bon Mote.
But
Mote there, then I can let Rolling play it. If not, I'll play it for.
Oh, you can play it if you want to.
Okay, all right. Let me disconnect this one.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me look for the audio. Okay.
There's propaganda going around there. I'm saying,
I'm starting it
there's
again.
propaganda going around there. I'm saying, I'm certified. Okay. And the reports I'm having is a judgment in the room. So, yeah, it's an opportunity to rectify the man. It cannot be true. And I want to draw the attention of the public. Says, yeah, my judgment. When I do, I don't know. I don't know. Because that's the generation and I will call to them, or most of the things that went on, you heard them. People will read the judgment now. And remember one typical example. The evidence to show us Odo Bronii and Lumba Odo Bronii Dubai. Now Obisa Yakuta Betare Odo Bronii Lumba. We led evidence to that effect. Cross-examine ABUSUAPANIN. It's not well positioned because
do you know what I want you to do? Point now on my interview, say any judgment, I want you to jot it down. Why?
Yes.
We are in about say judgment man. I say him. Why? He is a lawyer.
Okay. All right.
Just jot it.
All right. For me, Pacho, me go back them so that said they're rolling. Medium. I took note of it, and I knew it was a question I was going to ask, but rolling, I draw your attention to it. So let me go back so that will have a fair of.
There's propaganda going around there. I'm saying I'm certified. Okay. And the reports I'm having is a judgment in the room. So yeah, this one opportunity to rectify the man. It cannot be true. And I want to draw the attention of the public. Says, yeah, my judgment. When I do, I don't know. Because that's the generation and I will call to them, or most of the things that went on, you heard them. People will read the judgment now. And remember one typical example. The evidence to show us Odo Bronii and Lumba Odo Bronii Dubai. Now Obisa Yakuta Betare Odo Bronii Lumba. We led evidence to that effect. Cross-examine ABUSUAPANIN, who admitted that the hand on the chest is not well positioned because the tomb on Akodi, baby, also Kitwan and Sakitwan Kudi.
Okay.
And that was very serious. Shopping.
Roland, I think say allegation or no can near her judgment to my say.
There be Alex major thing down.
Okay.
What into we are.
Say if you want a replay, if you want to talk about it, we can play them in bits and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so that people will get what he's actually arriving at. Why? Thank you, guys.
And I bet testify or court say way evidence. The judge never spoke about it. That is another story. But the most important one I have to talk about is the certification of the documents.
And I had to say, I said, procedural, I said, when to me and you may I want to person clarify.
Exactly.
Into what process now, as your chamber, more fast, what more dear, yeah, go to say, but in what
we applied to the Ghana embassy in Germany.
Okay.
For certification.
Okay.
But we took a hard copy of a letter and then we did the email. More so, we sent the letter to our client. And then the money papa could do a Germany. Omonko Ghana embassy. No certified document on at the time of the hearing of the case, that was not available. We told the judge about our difficulty in getting them.
Okay.
Now we proceeded because we have section 1613 now. It gives us a leeway. So why Nyampo? Not a no crasa Mrama Kwanya. Also called G2. That's what the law says. So
okay.
Section 161, subsection 3 of the Evidence Act.
Okay.
It was we fell within it. And let me add that your tender marriage certificate in Germany.
Okay.
It has been translated and notarized from Germany. Your tender, English and German. And here the bag and answer the Institute of Language. I'm translate here. And in all the translated versions, it is written on top marriage certificate. And the judge can say, the marriage certificate extract. And you are free. Sir, Institute of Language is no document, no. It's not a document from an expert.
Okay.
Why doesn't he agree to it? And if you add these things to the airports we made, the letter from German embassy, you can't close your eyes. and say that because the document was not certified, because Section 1613 had given a leeway. There was other evidences that would make a court convinced, said there was a certificate and that there was a marriage. And especially lawyers now, with the proceedings now, conclude, say, we subpoenaed a witness from the German embassy, they didn't come.
Okay.
And a copy is on the file. It's immobilier for not, they should rather look at the evidence before the court and the kind of conclusion that the judge came to. As though she wasn't present or she didn't read the evidence of the abuse and the cross-examination. They are part of the marriage,
Okay.
To put the certification aside, Odo Bronii witness did to Lumba NSEMSEM. And that was settled, The rest was the certificate. And the certification was not done, not because we did not attempt. When a woman in junction answer, you are ready to hear the case before the date of the NT. 2 weeks, was saying, and both parties agreed. You see, we waited for the certification to the date of judgment. And the law permits or allows for that. Say law no allow any share is okay. That would have been different. But before we proceeded, we looked at the law, which gave us a leeway and the judge's discretion to accept the document as it is. And then that it can never be true. And we are overly commenting on the judgment because of those statements. What the judge wrote, most of them were not reflective. And so I say, no man, one man descending cause certificate. It can never be true. In fact, it even goes to support our case. There were difficulties with getting the certification. And we did a diligent work. In fact, we led evidence apart from that, which was overwhelming. The judge refused to see. Or say, the most credible evidence was the witness who came and told the court, say, Nana, that Lumba Ashe, Captain, yeah. When more evidence from the bar, not that the Juba suit. So, and that evidence is credible to the woman.
Okay. I think that's
there's propaganda going around there.
Well, this is Lawyer Kusi, his interviewer. He actually had. I have a lot of interviews that Lawyer Kusi, but let's stick to this one first. I'll play the other ones too later, and then I think Serolin, Mr. Alex, and Brother Marcus. Is there anything you want me to do again concerning this one?
Okay, so there's a professional conduct. Yeah.
Okay.
Respectfully, I think say Lawyer Kusi was say or break kakra. It's very unprofessional for you to speak in a manner that you spoke against a judge. There's one thing about talking about a judgment, another thing addressing the woman this, the woman that, and statement like with
Oh, I think say Obiafre Brother Marcus and I say when you call Tino example let me play.
I'm here.
Okay. All right.
A statement like she wrote her judgment, she did what favors her. There was a statement of that sort. It is a no for a lawyer to make such statement. Etosubio, enema bakuami hu, ena okasebia I say throw jabs to the woman that, the woman this, and for you to say the judge wrote adia ebe favor no, you're wrong. Respectfully, me feel say Lawyer Kusi hono wan kase ye. Ade bakuami say hu ye. I said there were inconsistency in his statement. There were contradictions. In one breath, we say you let evidence, overwhelming evidence, na went. In another breath, you say you made the attempt, but you contacted the Ghana embassy in Germany. Na time no answer inti ade no anye de aba. Then you were banking your hope on a leeway somewhere. Say nkebe ye ya. Mami, I don't know whether it's only me, but NCC Mami, like I say contradictions. In one breath, we say only the evidence, okay, the session, whatever that you quoted, no, say, it can go. In another breath, we say conduct the Ghana embassy, Ghana embassy or Germany for authentication, name, and you have to proceed. Usupina, somebody from the embassy to come and give evidence. Wamba, it is on file. Okay, from Kambi, because I'm just confused about this whole statement.
I think, sir, before rolling Bebamono, I wouldn't read anything outside, but I'm share the code of ethics and a conduct of lawyers. 1, a duty to the court, a duty to the client, and a personal character duty. I'm going to find the first one, a core duty to the court, to be honest and candid with the court. 1, never mislead the court unknowingly. Respect judges, magistrate, and court official. Uphold the administration of the justice above interest. May underline 2 per word, to be honest. 2, to respect judges, magistrate, and court official. The way a man or can judge, it is a low belt demeanor. And for him, as I respect as a lawyer, when you do that, you are acting out of character based on the code. Here, you are supposed to prove facts towards your client, your people. You are supposed to avoid any conflict. Keep client information confidential. Act competently, diligently, and loyally. Year to year, keeping the client's information confidential is a breach in that. I didn't think I make kasa. Oko no kasa ne character more. He has to be honest and integrity. He has to have integrity. And when they say he has to be truthful in all professional dealings, avoid fraud, dishonest, or deceit. Underline word, dishonest and deceit. We have a judgment so that we know, say, also you people should tell the truth and stop the bias. We are not against anybody. Yeah, far dear on one kasa wakano. And also, the next one is a false statement, lies, or forged document. Also, draft any false affidavit. You should act with facts, assist client at all times, and avoid using fake evidence. I didn't make kasa. First one, ko adewemo. The lawyer could see facts and avoid a yina. I can say court and kasa omunye no. Uko provide a legal support to a client when they were seeking for the LA. LA no a DN was so. First one, meaning says that I copy of honoma. But your ABUSUAPANIN DN was your wine.
ABUSUAPANIN Robert Jemfi.
Menu said the only ABUSUAPANIN of a core family of Lumba no Kofi Owusu. Until at that point, I know say what he presented was false. We nyamana make count. Factor woho enye. 2. Say Oshe Eli no so dead Lumba din Charlene ewoso Charlene Fosu. This week Charlene abeye interview asama ne lawyer ako court. Ako withdraw ni din on the LA. That means he acted without consulting Ubi. I dead Lumba ba not ni din shame. It's very unprofessional. Are you going Mpacho name Sarkodie?
Me pachan.
Odo Bronii din was so. First one now Odo Bronii din is so. And Maame Akosua Serwaa was the only wife and then din was so. Now me know we kind judgment na ba 28th November na per Maame Dorinda page 49 or stating it clear say that Lumba has 2 wives, which is Odo Bronii and Maame Akosua Serwaa. Nti as a lawyer wako court avede taba. Utimi da sora no pa in January eko file an LA. Na otwere wo LA no so say Maame Akosua Serwaa nko na wife is a fallacy. And as a judge, Eddie Amau lawyer no, I'm surprised say or act ne law firm no doom Kumasi. Until I know say from now anything that is coming from a doom has to be validated. Because I respect him as a lawyer, but based on that, me is a low bet unprofessional act. Uko wenima or the dad Lumba ma dinyo mu age ebae in the LA. Maame Akosua Serwaa mami ensa ne wom. The rest na no ka ho na Odo Bronii ma idin ewom. Na Odo Bronii was not consulted, neither ne ma, because in Krani ye underage, and they will need their minors. They will need somebody, the person will act on behalf of them. And as a lawyer, if you don't know Sanyoma we are, me, I see it say, maybe say, come on, as a whole lawyer, that is sad. I've heard my court judgment. First one, page 22, 122, paragraph 122. So I 122, I bet you my kind.
Second paragraph, Alex.
122, no?
122 in the second paragraph.
Yes. 122.
And no has to do with the pictures, right?
The pictures. I want to deal with the pictures first. Yeah. Come on. Come on. As a lawyer, I'm very saddened. And as a legal representative, I'm worried. Because a case will be a lawyer. We believe, say, the lawyer understand. These are basics. We are basics. And your basics are well, you should do better. And I am in one say Okasa. We fat to a yipe the Oka and 122. So right here. Second paragraph. No.
Obviously, from Pacho, me way in the files, no doors, in the doors, and see. I could share it. Pacho, me read your mom's here. Pacho, must mean kind. Okay, I've gotten it now.
22, second paragraph. The more kind 22, 122, 94.
Is it 22 and now 122?
122, paragraph 2. 122,
okay,
paragraph 2.
Okay. 122.
Yeah.
Okay. 122 says
paragraph 2. Let's say the next paragraph.
Second paragraph.
Okay. It says that this is because Anamibwa.
There be court. Let's start with court.
Sorry, yes, I've gotten it.
Let's start with counsel for the plaintiff.
Yes. Maame started with that one, okay. Maame started with one. I'll say 122 counsel for the plaintiff is in his written address raised an issue about the venue.
122, paragraph 2 can say the counsel for the plaintiff also raised a question.
Okay. When I'm person make from the first ultima make counsel for the plaintiff also raised a question on a photograph exhibit CKF2 tendered in evidence by D1 indicating a picture of the deceased and D2 which says it is a picture taken after the deceased had an interview after the customary marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I have already indicated that the evidence of D1 was not given much weight as he had little knowledge of the life of the deceased.
Mm-hmm.
I therefore find as a fact that D2 was customary marriage to the deceased before.
Or see, Judge Nekasayo. Or say, I therefore find it a fact that D2 Odo Bronii was customary married to the deceased before his demise, and also find as a fact that they got married in 2010. Till last word, no. Having so determined, but which mark 94 was I read this, 94. Having so determined upon the balance of probabilities, the plaintiff cannot be said to be the only surviving spouse of the late Daddy Lumba. It is if a judge can explain a dear way, no, can see such lawyer could say, the old canon. Yes, share a dance upon the buyer, no man who sampa or Odo Bronii wareno. Assembly. Pictures once a man. Pictures no our muchaya no. It was not debated on. You didn't say the Okano interview Musana and say say one can answer winner. And why would you even say something like this? But Oko 94 and you heard there.
No, is it that he said it, but it is not in the way verdict as.
And you're not correct. Sister Ryan, you and it. Why? The man is just purporting lies. Ko 94, Wadaroma.
Okay, 94. Besides the lack of certification or authentication, counsel was to bring the original marriage certificate for the court to cite and compare.
But see, Semokra man yes certification, a man your authentication na but lawyer could see more family certificate in the original one number because must say original ho. Mo family na court mfa na ni hwe keke. To aso.
To bring the original marriage certificate for the court to cite and compare, since the court was informed that there was an original certificate. However, what was brought to the court was an extract from a family book or diary which counsel for the plaintiff admitted in open court.
Asama o kan mo ka kire say original marriage certificate ho mo amfa ma ba mo ko fa book bi a family book na ba ye eno kura mo bisa wa lawyer kusigi tu mu say nya original marriage certificate ni niye in the court, in an open court. It is a wujina one say, you bisa was asking when I went to me and chile na yen sanka assembly beam and enchero.
The document therefore could not be the original and its copy being exhibit B. Therefore, the exact cannot be proof of a civil marriage between the plaintiff and the late Dad Lumba. The extract is significantly different from the document purportedly tendered in evidence as marriage certificate.
Mami Nyabotre, Lady Biwaha, L'Oreal Maame. Also, but we don't use an original marriage certificate from 2004 to prove current status marriage. Madam, a marriage certificate senka okuta original marriage certificate na kanye problem biye nim. That Lumba wuwie no in August 12 was saying na Maame Akosua Serwaa konya another marriage certificate. Nti ebeye nwanwa say nipa na wuwie ye no na wakonya another marriage certificate de aba. Where is the old one? You are the only one obe kan say mo ware wo court in 2004. Ewo Germany. In 2004, that means that you have an original marriage certificate to honor man. And yes, Sadia, you should be able to tell us, Ayra, I say, Aponchiari, and I say, Engo, Akam, and I bibisa. If you are not able to explain that, then a more seminar will come some more 2004. No, in Timinia no correct. Opa, you can go to the register of birth and marriage and death. Okowa, they will inquire into their system, find the date and time you got married, and then write an official letter in attachment onto it, say they are witnesses and they can guarantee, say truly there was a marriage that went on in 2004, and nothing a judge asked you to go and authenticate. Now, when to me and yes, that means you cannot prove your own words and answer your own marriage. I'm fancy ho. And yes, I remember what kind. Another a year Ibiana Rolling will use. I know you're 88. Maame fancy or kakra. Rolling, wait me up. We can hear you. Right, we can hear you.
No, I'm saying, sir, Yama rolling embremu, and then I think, sir, we'll say your audio no, so that we will be able to bit me a car and some no kind in nano. If there are proofs in the year, we'll be able to do all and not just in kakra for me to keep. Mr. Alfred, you're welcome. Obi ne kasa me pick you when I'm a pick you.
Yeah, thank you. Right. Or a lawyer.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's
A
great.
lawyer until many package.
All right. Mr. Alfred. Then, I'm sure say you are privy to what we are talking about. Really,
Yeah,
I also ask of your opinion concerning.
Alfred, good evening. Good evening. Ryle, he is a very big man. He's a good lawyer.
Okay.
Let me correct this, please. Menye lawyer. Yeah. So I'll even maybe Kasa, I will seek leave and guidance from the lawyer here to make my submission.
Hey. Okay. Rolling, me Patrick, you can come in. Mr. Alfred, you also come in, please.
Okay. Lawyer, I will seek your guidance in my submission. The attorney say me Maame Akosua enka I will let her sue Lawyer Kusi and take every penny with interest. As legal fee, and court processes.
Alfred, what he did, we just hold on. Why?
Okay.
Lawyer, I would say, Bacho. Oh, they are rolling. If you are rolling, but now come a joke a cry, not just say.
Oh, maybe quite a minute, just 5 minutes. Will be done. Right, I want you to repeat the audio again. Just repeat it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Mr. Afo, let's listen. Okay.
I'm saying I'm going to certify. Okay. And the reports I'm having is a judgment. So, yeah, this is my opportunity to rectify the it cannot be true. And I want to draw the attention.
Lawyer Kusi said reports are only said judgment. So we mean that Lawyer Kusi has a judgment on one kind.
There's propaganda going around there. I'm saying I'm going to certify. Okay. And the reports I'm having is a judgment. So, yeah, this is my opportunity to rectify the it cannot be true. And I want to draw the attention of the public. Judge my judgment. When I do every idea, no be fibano. I don't know. Because that's the ensures and I will call to them or most of the things that went on, you heard them. People who read the judgment now. And remember one typical example. The evidence to show us Odo Bronii and Lumba Odo Bronii the buyer. Now Obisa ni Yakuta Betare Odo Bronii Lumba. We led evidence to that effect. Cross-examine ABUSUAPANIN, who admitted that the hand on the chest is not well positioned because the tomb could baby or say okay. And that was very serious. Self-coyer photo shopping. And they testify or court say way evidence. The judge never spoke about it. That is another story. But the most important one I have to talk about is the certification of the document.
And you said, I had to say, I said, procedure, I said, when to me and you would make it. I want to person clarify, no?
Exactly.
Until what process now, as your chamber, more fast, what? What do you say, Anka? Or to welcome to
we applied to the Ghana embassy in Germany.
Okay.
For certification.
Okay.
But we took a hard copy of a letter and then we did the email. More so, we sent the letter to our client. And then the Papa could be Germany. Omonko Ghana embassy. No certified document on Fambra. At the time of the hearing of the case, that was not available. We told the judge about our difficulty in getting them.
Okay.
Now we proceeded because we have section 1613 now. It gives us a leeway. So why nyampo? Not say no krese mrama ukwanya dia. Also court G2. That's what the law says. So
Okay.
Section 161, subsection 3 of the Evidence Act.
Okay.
It was we fell within it. And let me add that your tender marriage certificate in Germany.
Okay.
It has been translated and notarized from Germany. Your tender, not English, and not German. And the bag and answer the Institute of Languages. I'm going to translate here. And in all the translated versions, it is written on top marriage certificate. And the judge can say, the marriage certificate, extract. And if you free. Sir, Institute of Languages is no document, no. It's not a document from an expert.
Okay.
Why doesn't he agree to it? And if you add these things to the efforts we made, the letter from German embassy, you can't close your eyes and say, sir, because the document was not certified, because section 1613 has given a leeway. There was other evidences that would make a court convinced, said there was a certificate and that there was a marriage. And especially lawyers now, we proceedings now, conclude, say, we subpoenaed a witness from the German embassy, they didn't come.
Okay.
And that one is on the face of the record because it was a subpoena, a copy is on the file. It's for not, they should rather look at the evidence before the court and the kind of conclusion that the judge came to. As though she wasn't present or she didn't read the evidence of the ABUSUAPANIN and the cross-examination. They are part of the marriage,
Okay.
To put the certification aside, Odo Bronii witness did to Lumba NSEMSEM. And so that was settled in law. The rest was the certificate. And the certification was not done not because we did not attempt. When a woman in junction answer, you are ready to hear the case before the date of the NT. 2 weeks, was saying, and both parties agreed. You see, we waited for the certification to the date of judgment. And the law permits or allows for that. Say law no allow any share is okay. That would have been different. But before we proceeded, we looked at the law, which gave us a leeway and the judge a discretion to accept the document as it is. And then that it can never be true. And we are overly commenting on the judgment because of those statements. What the judge wrote, most of them were not reflective. And so I say, no man, 1 man said, it can never be true. In fact, it even goes to support our case that there were difficulties with getting the certification. And we did a diligent work. In fact, we led evidence apart from that, which was overwhelming. The judge refused to see. Or say, the most credible evidence was the witness who came and told the court, say, Nana, that Lumba Ashe, Captain,
yeah.
When more evidence from the buy, that the Lumba suit. So, and that evidence is credible to the woman.
Okay. And I think that's
that's
okay. For that's it. That's it.
Hell. Rahel.
Yeah, rolling.
Rahel.
Rolling.
Lawyer Kuti. Rahel said, "Utai tie me pa on. Me wo a particular proverb. I am me use it anytime I want to make my submissions. So na there be a same way I make. I say cows are trapped by their horns, but men are trapped by their words.
Words.
Yes, the entire me pesa proverb is related to a biblical principle drawn from Proverbs 6 verse 2.
Okay.
Or see, you are snared by the words of your mouth. What you say? Yes. Ayo, adia me pesa anke ne say. Maame tackle no from or say onim say judge ne say man 1 month. Say on provide the certificate, but he couldn't provide it.
I say it cannot be true.
It cannot be true. Okay, right? The empress say, me person me bo audio be chill. What you say? Na me chill tama lawyer this interview no. Na me wi a mabo Baba Jama monso lawyer no. On also granting interview be in respect to the certificate and it's 1 month no. Why? Nti ye a ye be the all kind of credit.
Okay.
This interview was granted on 29th of October. Right after injunction, the next day, granting interview with Dazi TV. Into me person me born out here. Why?
The second reason she gave was about when the Frunia Nidia. And also, did you say Abusuan? Osaka say Abusuan. Tintini Abusuan. I mean, immediate and extended family. No define family to me, Abusuan for not the spouse, but the ma. When your occasion can say Makam. And Abusuan immediate family and extended family. That's what she said. So that's even though it was arbiter in law, your friend arbiter because I can't say pronounce one in the injunction. Uti no started also making any definitive ruling on the matter to not to prejudice the final hearing.
Yes.
But she made a do who have the body no or state. I was satisfied with the ruling because Okoko that court a judgment be your opinion. Every judgment of a judge is his or her opinion. That's how the law is.
Okay.
And this was special opinion or can't convince you that when you went in America, you should be satisfied even though you made this guy agree with the person. So I
cited so many cases.
Exactly. We were okay with the ruling. And my friend, my clients are money.
Say, Oba and Maame Akosua Serwaa. Until offer say.
Oh, she felt that no. Injunction was very important and guarantee of pay. I'm just a judge natural and what we have to do is to work towards the evidence to be taken. For instance, in Kratia, you can see a stamp on Germany in here. We have to work quickly on it and make sure that somebody do near we. That's the no Juma. Judgment because we are competent, we have judgment. And you know, dear, I never mean to see you. That is the true fact of the matter.
Tell me for what if a lawyer and more patches.
Rahel, or granting interview, and I'm kind of 29th. What I say, ye injunction and no granting sign interview, we say. Inti mebebo Baba Jama monso de no.
Penny lawyers. Odo Bronii lawyers. Any transition. Ye check or to no say marriage certificate na Akosua Serwaa ejina so court no. Enimu emra kwemu. Enimu ewo mra kwemu. If you say no baby wo kwa mra kwan so no e wo se wo ye and emma court ne gitum say ampa krata no edimu. Eye krata e free amanone no. Emra no e kire se nipa o de sa krata ne maye no. Manin certify just only insist krata no me na me de maye. We are on sign and fan koma Ghana embassy and I mission was some and so. No, so can say, yes, you should move and we say, Sakrata, we are the edimu, yes, so yeah. Now a bagana Bonifre BBC notarization, they are notarized. Say stamp duty be, and I say, Kabi or I was your child, so I need it. Sanoma winning on the 28th. Your boy, Akosua Serwaa, lawyer, Amanye. Nientia, yen as defendant, no, the krata, ye jitu manye de, ye. And my lady can say, Sambreno, and Yamra, obey J. Krata, atum say, edibim, and I say, inibim. And this I say, me the bedding, obey between saying Kakra. Now, Oslo Bibia say, Obibia Kohen and Krata, same ye. Se bibi wo ho na esa wo ya kona koye na fa wano die den sambedan court no yekoye obia fan asopen yeba back to court yehu say obia de nanu ye ana say boni be friend say the witness statement asem opeso gina so di nse ene ehwa danse die ebeba no yehu say marriage certificate na ye ka say yesu say enimu no nie ntia enimu no the same thing ena Akosua Serwaa asande abedan court okase si hu yesre fi se na yaka nie ntia yesu say krata na nyeden enimu enchewo nti eba say court no enye krata no ntum anase ma no nyi ntum no yesanso gina argument na ye dikan ye no say ye dikaka we nti akrata no nyeden enimu ni yehu say still na nkasa no sa no ma na ye kan ye no Akosua Serwaa enye eni nti no judge ne ka say ne sadia onko for original no nyeden emra onko fa original no emra na onhu say original na sa na ti ana say sen na esitie yeko boni be kasetra minumono ena Akosua Serwaa the original no buy na odi buy no yehu say photocopy na eda yenim dada no any original na omodi aba na ensunsun yedem ensunsun yedem edem two different documents ekwana Akosua Serwaa lawyer say ma yati ase say omo ane ka say omo the original no edi kan dia brain na emum enye original na eye extract yes o dey bi one kasa wo di kan say e wo wan mu ye say wo the original na eye a brain ade ba ko so esan so dey di ana eye omoma ni say extract na edi mai na signature ba ko pe ene wo so original no more say omode buy no signature ni no ene wo so ti no kwase em say isi then na original ni photocopy ebe different anything na yesu say
unse Rahel akanfo wasen bi omoka so akanfo ka sen bi say omse tekremam pro what you say me person me san refer to the judgment send Alex kan yen kan paragraph 88 Alex me person obo me paragraph 88 na yen hwe why
Paragraph 88 the near Chirikura. Okay. Also, in the tendering of this marriage certificate was objected. So what the marriage certificate in ban ye botuguye. Two by the Learned Council of Defendants. One more omujina abobain ama ABUSUAPANIN Odo Bronii ne transition no ombuguye. This objection had been raised during the hearing of the application. Sa mbuntuguyi no time ana omupe adebi wo court ombotuguye. Hearing of the application of the interlocutory injunction. Say yemfa tabu ntoso na mayenye sa adiwe no ye boss ade no tuguye on the 28th of October 2025. The court rejected the document and advised the counsel of the plaintiff. Court no botuguye na omutu lawyer kusi for say to ensure that they comply with the requirements under the Evidence Act. So munko no munfa se de odi adanse e ba kota na kwan esitie. It is therefore a surprise that the plaintiff did not comply with the requirements nearly a month later. Court say no one yi pa se lawyer kusi antimi amfa adanse kwan e fa so de adanse ba court. Omuma ne mre beye bosome kura na wantimi amfa sa danse na anyedai ama
unse Rahel meka mre meka say be say 2 weeks ago meka say me say me feel it to say the way omo bash lawyer Kusino. Me think say he deserves some grace. What you say? Because me want say Maame Akosua Serwaa a lifeline. So one fast traditional marriage na anka civil marriage no one. Anke name Akosua Serwaa ankonye den. Ankonye yere. So but he keeps lying through his teeth. You are a lawyer. What you say? Judgment you know me ankanya me na me kind. One kasa lawyer no kwam ultimate say judgment no kwa no. He hasn't read it. What you say? And now we share a legal legal team. Team Legal Wives for Team Legal Wives Association ya. I'm say lawyer kusukra na any leader. What you say? Because omo nsem ni nyina no omo boni nyina pa no omo dia so lawyer kusi no ono so akokọ takwakoka. Enti mo leader na ankasa no ono ankasa judgment so untimi read ya. How can this man lead you to the appeal?
Roland, there's a lady be you are see her own friend now. Leroy Maame Mpacho Maame you my request ya basroha. Mpacho request. That's our train you maybe was see her. I don't know what is going on, but Leroy Maame Mpacho me abba so me sending request na they all come and see no come ya.
What is right? Enti say o share lawyer kusia. I don't know. My last point never yet to say or say or send a Ghana embassy in Germany some mails, but when your response be and yes I no kind okay. And also Alex, me person me refer to paragraph 93. Why?
Rolling paragraph 93 from 91 no say how because 93 no plain but 91 no more details no of the omoyebia but my man started from 93 no. Was it let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted Maame Kanchro say Maame Akosua Serwaa na senka obon ho modern so ye bibi to clarify to certify the marriage certificate the German marriage certificate say onfa German marriage certificate no kona womonfa stamp ntintim so and by that she could have tendered in evidence such attempt being a letter written to the Ghana embassy requesting for the certification. Esenka obon ho modern kura say German marriage certificate na wo kana. Na esenka wode sa dance no ko no true letter e de ko Ghana embassy na omo certify ma no. Na ohwa Maame Akosua Serwaa wanye. Maame nko 88 no. Or say these required provisions were not adhered to by the plaintiff. The amebeka ho asemi no Maame Akosua Serwaa wanye. At page 18 of written address by the plaintiff, Ukai nchichemu krata no emu adu watwe a Maame Akosua Serwaa anyewe. Addressed by the plaintiff, not only did counsel admit that same was not done. Lawyer no kura jitu mu say wanye, but with the explanation that there are practical hardship in meeting statutory demand of section 616. Lawyer kusiankasa jitu mu say na edema wo mo so mbetimi aye sa dance ye no ho adwuma. And yet in the answering to interrogation toto na no court no, the first question was answered to show that an authentic version of the marriage certificate certified by the consular Ghana mission in Germany was attached, which was not that case. Ti lawyer kusibe di trochere court. Ombisa nsemu anedi kan ba kope. O kan se our certificate no ye de akọ Ghana embassy o Germany ama o ma sensan so. Abreso mo hwe anentesa. This interrogatory was answered by Richard Opare Dako. Sa kwa no a clerk ewo lawyer kusi office. Nti judge ni bisa nze na why na yes ade no. No say who is not fit to do so. Krache no oni bibia to me bia say o yes since he is not the lawful attorney of the plaintiff. Sa krache no ono be sensan bi no kura no nyon na e Maame Akosua Serwaa lawyer. there is on record a lawful attorney, and yet the said Richard Opare Ado went ahead to answer on oath. Krache no begina court ano e kansa mpa on necessary abreswa na oni ho kwan so ye. The interrogatories of matter he had no personal knowledge of. Krache no adansi obedi court kwa na etutu na no kra onim di asem no po eko. Na tie he. Or say supplying untruth answers. So would the atro actually court as clearly the attached document secretary na mo to yenimu court no is not authentically certified document. Na say asem na krata na mo ba court no na ye authenticate ye no mo certify was rather unfortunate court say ne ho dwiri no ankasa, and the law clerks should desist from such unlawful acts. Or say a catcher, and say free hay no. Sans because she lacks the capacity to do that. Maame 92 knows also. I must
stick to the 93.
Now, Victoria, request here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stick to the 93. Yeah.
No, that's fine. Any to as well.
Skip to the 93, Alex.
Okay. 93 no. Or say, let me state that
nobody has requested. Leroy Maame, please kindly request. I'll pick you, okay?
Let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted to certify the German marriage certificate. I mean, can't you say lawyer near no general Maame Akosua Serwaa? Na say nka German certificate no kra oye say or certify kekempo. And by that she could have tendered in evidence. Na ko betimi the ababa dia dance such attempt being a letter written to the Ghana embassy requesting for the certification. Na so go betimi atwere letter kra to Ghana embassy say nko certify man but wanye. Leroy Maame, Mpacho, good evening.
Mpacho, good evening.
Mpacho boko de.
Yeah. Mpacho bibi aboko na mo so e.
Yes, sir, the more bibi aboko.
Asha wo fu mpano, ye ho ye papa.
Yeah, that yes, so as me da ma sisa ma accepting. Enti nim se me ma wonka ansa na wo ka bibi so bekan ya.
Nyabotre. Ma hu se wo twere nioma bebre wase ho na mebisa wo se.
Okay.
Then I'll pass on ye hunu de ye de Pacho judgment no ready.
Me pacha I am ready. Eba I am ready.
De he na onya ready ye no say emi no de he na onya ready ye no.
Maybe your friends all various platforms Dazi TV ni omonde tutu one na me ready ye but ni nyina fa authentication of the
49 there be 49 but we 75 pages. Ntina bisa say de he na onya kan ye no.
When they me passion me to me casa bad media che margin authentication of the documents no and in a che margin because I mean they are familiar with the process. Yes. Me pacho minim say I think some platform madika can be different platform but I think some person may clarify no maybe wa ha yeah what Chrome han me say me to Belgium Matna Holland for so many years. You work Chrome Hano, you free baby legalization of documents. So the document, if I say birth certificate, meaning so be our birth certificate when you fear. Or bet me I may go through. So I think say in a year.
No, what's say Holland, who need Germany?
I made Martina Holland for so many years, but I say me to Belgium.
Okay, but near Germany now.
I mean Germany. Germany dear. Me what me for me Auntie Naa.
Maame ni ha nti my emfa say. Near Germany now but Holland. Nti we betre Holland said the birth certificate ho asem sitie.
The whole Europe how I see legalized documents.
Okay, no. But you say we odi na wo kan here Holland dear. Mpese yan stick to baby awo no.
Okay.
Na we the court can say German dear. Nti wo kire ye de wo kan no ye hunu de ko.
Mr. Let me patch up. Let him Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. A second.
Leroy Maame patch up with Makasa.
Me pese ye corner steps. Said the beya de make no mubetia see. Ti yamfa say bibi say legalization process. Ebi a wuti abrochiri. Now pese we use Ghana documents ewa abrochira. Process no very simple. Yamfa bibi ti say bachelor certificate and answer birth certificate. Omu issue ma wo Ghana we de beko Minister of Foreign Affairs. No mo de paper bi atare so amount. Ubia now they are called Yanfan say Belgium embassy ewo Ghana. And I say Holland embassy ewo Ghana. Now oma legalize yaman. And sana wetimi be used to wa brochiri. Pastor what I say. Here is the case whereby I say Yanfan say Ghana court person much say who the documents and so free. A brochiri ba Ghana. As I say could through the same process ya maka hwasemu. May not mean because my crata mamma for baby will crum her. So far, mean tea so be a catch and say, oh, bia, fa me person used to document me or Ghana. Eti buame, na me menjin free hand call you so Ghana, mean tis as some way be that. Until some Maame Akosua Serwaa case in Abaya something new, ama mintina make us if debia learn something new. Bachelor certificate, yet to crum her will be with us a bachelor certificate idea. Yeah, say, oh, person who show marital status. Now, you so you so Netherlands nationality. Now you so Ghana nationality. So now person who show marital status. They be as a so called Ghana. No mu yaman. But here's the case whereby Maame no or person who used to be or Ghana. So process no. Ya wahana Papa she call UTV no can say. Omo the documents no call Ghana embassy or Germany. Omo can say, omo ntimi stamp foreign documents so. I have friends, me or classmates, omo ye adwuma or Holland embassy, ni Belgium embassy. That process you crowd omo nti ase. Omo nye familiar with this process. No ba mo chamati ase.
Maame, nyabotro. Enti wo pese wo kire se the court to bisa na wonti bi da na se the court to bisa na se court bisa.
Nti bi da.
Okay, nyabotro. Nti unti bi da na nkyerɛ sɛ ɛna uti bia ma ne nya wanwa.
Me pacho de enti aye me wanwa ne sɛ me pacho wuti de enti aye me wanwa ne sɛ yɛn eti abrokyerɛ ha no yɛnya familiar enti case we na me nyina yɛ hu sa okay so person use foreign documents wo krom ha yɛ sɛ wo di wo pass through that process ya yɛ kan enti me di achinye o sɛ e bia me nti bi da exist me di achinye.
And Leroy, I would want to understand you better. Okay. And what is your challenge about the judgment?
Maybe challenge ne says extract no more. Say me kama ibesiso. The wari wo Ghana. Me person me try na me explain some process bi. So wari wo Ghana oh. Na omo de sa green marriage certificate ne ma wo Ghana. Ubedru krom ha. Law ne beka cho say so register sa marriage no how you na your Ghana so register wa ha home office wa hanom say that by the moment I go register sa marriage certificate now marriage now why no Ghana unya register na ko system ne pe sa certificate na de ma wa Ghana na so wo touchne because it's of no use. The same thing. So worry wo krom ha. Me ma worry up to now. Me ma worry for close to 20 years. Who be send me original marriage certificate to ya. Me nyam because so worry and ne. Near issue marriage certificate to krom ha mawa. O me catch us say for own administrative purpose. O mon ka want me ebia after 5 years. U koye bibi ne catch us say prove o current marital status. Want me marriage certificate I did ma 5 years ago ni me say. Me marital status ni because omuhu ne say ebi kwa wa dissolve aware ne dada.
Enti eno sano how will you prove it then?
Yes, enti we call home office. No mama extract. I say you are still married in the system. And no mummy enu nyina mo signature bi ani so ade paper no mo de mama wo no be ye from system no say okay still am ware system no address ni. Mo worry here say into date of issue and I think said there was a big problem Ghana for Antiasia said Chrome high your date of marriage and date of issue into so kwane te bi afa say me say me kwane na me call home office na me catch home say o mama me paper check say me da so worry o me issue extract no but
and
extract
and no year within the same jurisdiction. And no, yeah, baby, I wanna. Uko register or marriage or and I say uko any legal processor. They are going to tell you, say, you need to go through the system for them to know, say, you are still married. But this one is a document that is leaving Germany. You should know, say, Maame Akosua Serwaa that Lumba warrior, it didn't take off in Ghana. It took off in Germany.
Yes.
And this is the case, This is the case, Maame Akosua Serwaa is proving marriage certificate from Germany to Ghana. Do you think say the process Maame Akosua Serwaa ever go through to the to court is the same as what country a woman a document it say you are still married? Do you think the process will be the same?
The process ain't the same. About to say the judge can say you say or Ghana now person you should document will chrome her and your process and as our process ne crown emrofono introduce our process because who say Ghana for no ba in the 90s no that's our process when you now there was nothing say legalization of documents but actually no emrofono who say your friends say your birth certificate they be a problem wo they be
Auntie, are you saying, say, Maame Akosua Serwaa say or kwakoji the marriage certificate Germany? She was going to be given an extract, right?
Yes, it's no more the amount. Extract no more the amount from the system. Okay. Extract no more the amount. And it's extract no. And now Papa she so they call Ghana embassy Germany. Omo say omo
na Papa she they call Ghana embassy Germany. Okay. All right.
No kai. And it was say or drew hono. Omo can so muntimi stamp so because a foreign document, which is true. Omo stamp embassies no omo stamp documents na dia ma no. Omo be ye paper bi dia to so.
Okay. Auntie looking at it, Leroy. Maame Akosua Serwaa a day marriage certificate in free Germany buy. Don't you think that Maame Akosua Serwaa should have gone to do all these things in Germany and then brought it directly to the court?
But Papa she saw these documents ne call omo de call ho or so omo de call
and German embassy in Ghana. I mean
also or the call Ghana embassy what Germany.
Sister.
What Germany? Papa she. Germany
judgment na who say Papa she paragraph bena Papa she ka say what they call German embassy.
On say or say judge ne say authentication process na anye to say the say ba. But me can say how say
judge na nkasa o.
Papa she.
What can say me no ba ko say Papa she say or they call a ye our German embassy any judgment in Musa.
Any judgment sir, but on only explaining the reason why in here authentication process na anye to say the law judge nation.
And Maame bisa authentication no okay paragraph 93.
Yeah.
You or say let me state may kind 2 paragraphs in actual. Let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted to certify the German marriage certificate, and by that she could have tendered in evidence, such attempt being a written letter to the Ghana embassy requesting for the certification. 1 year, no 2. Besides the lack of certification or authentication, counsel was to bring the original certificate for the court to cite.
And then as our original, I'm explaining what has said.
But China on kind show we answer me.
Oh, now can do any judgment no think come mean kind the other judgment no answer. Why? Or say besides the lack of certification or authentication, besides so, young for authentication and certification of Crown Chain. Counsel was to bring the original certificate for the court to cite. Court no say lawyer no fa original certificate no mo hwekeke and compare. Since the court was informed that there was an original certificate, lawyer no can say original certificate to her. The judge no say okay. However, what was brought to the court extract
Yes.
From about sister, yes, and can as a me who continue about mame. Or say, what was brought to the court was an extract from a family book or diary, which counsel for the plaintiff admitted in open court. Lawyer Kusiankasa jitu mu say the kutana ne marriage certificate na a extract. Abreso a judge no ka kire judge say ade ni bi o mame nto aso na hwe. The document therefore could not be the original and its copy being exhibit B. Therefore, the extract cannot be a proof of a civil marriage between the plaintiff and the late Daddy Lumba. Metwaso last sentence. The extract is significantly different, underline word, different from the document purportedly tendered in evidence as a marriage certificate. Mame.
Leroy Mame.
Yes.
Uti lawyer Kusia. Also oka say also true emails. Eko Ghana embassy. What you say? Actual letters eko honum. But omenya response bia. Uti sa audio ways here.
Yes.
Right
omenya response bia.
Meba udeti de make pacho. Let me land. Inti sa oka in paragraph 93 na e honum. Judge ni state wo say. Emails na mo chọ kọma embassy na nka mo ba court no mo fan kire me say ya tro emails ye nya response bia.
Yeah.
Omo evidence bia nkire judge no. O state o paragraph 93 ntina me say o de kan 93 ni pe. Men ko ha nko kan bibia. Judge ne say mo be ka chance mo tro letters akọ Ghana embassy dey. Letters no wanya mo fa bibia nkire me. Mo fa evidence bia nkire me. Nti e be de na me hu say de mo kan ye no kre.
Yes.
What you
And
say?
then also no.
Maybe problem
Leroy Mame.
Yes.
So we call court now for check court to say I have an original marriage certificate. Not first one. Odi Adiaba court and say it is not what it is. One kasawa admit said there would buy a extract. Name momono. You have the original marriage certificate. One I'll catch a court and say there because we're posting a punchy holes into one because what
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Me pache you. There would be a bano you can say extract into no or the original marriage certificate to na say you can say judge say for original marriage certificate ne bra na me fa mani say hu na me fa compare the woody kind of buy and say the same na when to me and provide there is a judge no na ya na say won na okoka asem na check court no wona why I would want a response from you.
Okay, me no dear, me who ne say yan fan say maame na kasa na oni because still as I said afterwards na me who say as I say lawyer no na say maame no explaining your match lawyer ne say your system ne say ne tie me dear
judge no explaining judge explaining then
Maame Akosua Serwaa na say ko explaining share lawyer ne say ebia system na me wo mu wa broche no say na ho no system ne sitie
na say lawyer could see and Maame otie ye boya or just say he's in constant communication with Maame Akosua Serwaa and to say if say na dia say German for no they don't have an original marriage certificate but omo extract. Do you think say anka lawyer could see would not have gone to tell the court say oh ebia Germany no ye ni ye o certificate yeah ma original name me be ma extract.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Right.
But in this case no that was not the case. Or no kai say or what the original marriage certificate and or the extract any photocopy they can buy photocopy no otie you can say Baba Jama Chambers anyway almost say the two photocopy and then the extract na a buy any no not baku signature baku na also the other one had two signatures on it. Okay, so it was conflicting and the judge and say for the original ne bra Now, mean compared to the other two now, what the abanon she say a pair. Why now we see a woho into Kofabra. Now one to me and fam, but aside no can judge necessary certification whatever and what about to go say what they aside the no bring the one that you said you have. Now one fam ma is it the judge's fault and now say Lawyer Akusi's fault?
Yeah, legal firm Lawyer Akusi the fault. Na make her say like as a sen come maame no. Expenditure to say them patch or walking until you move forth. I had to say documentation no and no mind me explain you who ye. And to me dear, me person me catch him say this is how a chrome her process needs it here. So I want to because about this
who catch her say so who marry certificate no so when you original now you'll be given an extract.
Yes, sana hanetie.
I see that is what you can say Leroy can. I don't know how factual that is.
Anytime be a issue date no sister.
Leroy Mami, what you say Lawyer Akusi Auntie Naa provided the original marriage certificate.
Me patcho original no. And me original marriage certificate dear. Any idea ubetimi I issue wa ha say current marriage certificate.
Hey, Leroy Mami, Obianka said Maame Akosua Serwaa kofa 2004 marriage certificate name bro. Nobody is saying so Unkofa 2004 certificate in bra. Are you telling me say me worry na me marriage certificate ayira wo Ghana ha na say me fi asamboni nkwachichi say ofi ahye na say o marriage certificate ahye ana bibia say me pay me any legal process. Not say me pay me original marriage certificate. I can apply and get my original marriage certificate.
Omu original name man. Omu be ma extra from the system.
Me pacho de ti where the bone of contention wasn't the original certificate, right? The validation, oman validate and only asemono. Enti no kacho so omu fanko Ghana embassy. Leroy Mami wan kasa o kasin bi say
I was from me patch more Germany no me pamocho so obi a platform we so na or Germany. I would want to ask say mo warrior your mamo extract your mamo marriage certificate
warrior date now dey so worry na dia ye be ma original marriage certificate amu me no ma sign ye dey be ma but ye be catch row say e for only one kasa own administration na obetimi approve say oh ma worry pen but e koba say wo ye bibi na ye bibi after 5 years 6 years untimi ko use sa original marriage certificate na dey ma won say ma worry pen
the case original certificate original marriage certificate
na untimi use original marriage certificate madam
we can je ye no worry no.
Now Debbie rolling, I'm surprised what she's saying. Add na yema marriage certificate, which is the original. Now we'll say when you are doing any legal year, says marriage certificate. No, they go through the certification na year kano. The process na be firm no, and be say you are still married or not. And yet
what the process no any asemono.
You get it. So even if you have the first one, even if you have the original, now if you go through the process, no, not say it indicates say what jaya warrior, then that one becomes null and void. But if not, if you have been given a marriage certificate right from the onset, I will say if you are seeking a legal year, you can't use it. You will go through the process, and when you do it, it is then that is going to tell you say what jaya warrior, you are still married, and just a WhatsApp was seeking for another marriage certificate, which is an extra. For Adia Leroy
yeah, also mommy, more anti chrome ha. I think so more to Europe because
all the people most of the people on my platform are not in Ghana. They are also based in Abuja, said they were Kenya. And you are giving me a different story because all the people are Bekan. You are the only one saying what you're saying. Let me extend it.
Well, yeah, sure how I feel.
Leroy, just hold on.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Let me extend it.
Yeah, sure how because my process why my
Pacho, 2:30 a.m. here, so good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Leroy Mami, before I make a plan, I say me can be chose. Court doesn't deal with conjectures, hearsay, emotions, or allegations. Court deals with facts, evidence, and law. Law say before document will be admitted in a law court in Ghana, there are processes that has to go through before it becomes admissible. For a document to be admitted in a law court in Ghana, it must have one, a current issue date. 2, federal legalization stamp from Germany. 3,
Alfred,
yes sir.
Leroy, she's part of the Legal Wives Association, and just breaking it down, kakra. Admissible.
Yeah, what can I make you? And I make us say, yeah, tip from Hano. That's our process. Yes, our process way. Yeah, nim. So they back Ghana because I'm rough.
Okay, oh the Leroy, Alfred and Canadian, and let's listen. Abusa for me, Pacho, you'll be award Germany. Now, what worry? Way I'm a Pacho. Indicate in the comment section and then send a request. I will pick you now. Leroy Mamekan, if that's the case, you let me know.
Yes, Seni Pakrono, on my country, yes, say, see, while worried 5 years ago, near man original marriage certificate. Now, after 5 years, or third dying and also ye be now, SSO approval to different offices say the person is still married. Obey you soon, marriage certificate near you shoe man 5 years ago now. The
Wukano is different from the Yeke your middle. What you are saying is so different from what we are talking about. Including allow Mr. Alfred to.
One thing she said, yes. So let me go over. For a document to be admitted or admissible in law court in Ghana, it must have a current issue date, federal legalization stamp from Germany, Ghana Embassy legalization stamp in Berlin, then all official seals and registrar signatures. Me pacho, when this certificate, a court, Emma, court, Papa, she oye juma Ghana Embassy, and answer oye juma court be Germany. No. The entire mama kind way no. Me the babe come asem. You see, wako court, or say, or per se declare a client as the only survivor spouse. Enti no file rate good. And our catch court in say original certificate that a say o client no kwana yaware no by ordinance. And a court is okay, and a certificate bra. Na yin declare on client as the only legal wife amount. Na ejapade we are seeing na amount. Fine. You as the internal maker say me Maame Akosua can me say si lawyer no aje every penny I have spent on him, including interest. You as a lawyer, you know that the certificate has to go through process before it can be admitted in court as an evidence. Why didn't you file extension of time on grounds that the certificate has to go through process? So a bit take it long, a bit take it time. And the time frame that courts ediamano ebiana ebedu na ready. So you file an application for extension of time for the court to grant that. In case you need to travel for 2-3 months or 4 months. But no. Me, I'm talking as a lay person. 2, lawyer judgment yaba. What's on to say? Odia court appeal granted. What's some file early letters of administration? What I recognize it. Adiana also want to say what I recognizing high court in your early that you recognize the 2 wives as the survivor spouse of that Lumba. Meanwhile, also Gina appeal court SAO challenge that case. So what kind of I don't know, but let me calm down and talk. you were on record to have said that, time frame now, judge in crime no crown. You bet me, Eddie, case, you know. On another breath, you were on record to have also said that you presented or you've given the court, what you gave to the court was more than authentic. The certificate that you gave to the court or you presented to the court was more than authentic. So on what grounds are you going to appeal court to do there? What are you going to do in appeal court? You have admitted in your letters of administration that Lumba left 2 wives. You are in appeal court challenging what you have admitted that court, appeal court and declare or clients as only survivor spouse or yes. I don't get it. Maame lawyer say yes. Lawyer Maame say yes, Maame lawyer. Then pese oti ase ni say. Lawyer now di mo asem no monko hwehwe na munyi musika. Asem we say if any other lawyer bia nka asem we say nka bia ebetimi and you see court no onye se onim process no se ekofa se process we say fema nka be kwa kofa German omo system nim to check that if indeed the woman's marriage is still valid in their system. Eno na was nke kofam eba ema omo admit in the law court. Mpacho court wono ye camera ye mfa emotions enye adwuma court. Enti se o present ade a e so make sure say ade na wo de ko no wenya fact evidence now the mrana at twitchri now the court sani ye no as I said no I'm talking as a lay person. Into more minimum now no. They also take it from there. Maame Akosua and Kamesi lawyer no. Add every penny I've spent on him, including the legal fees and the court processes. And Kame Jini na mwia ma sign a petition at na ko general legal counsel me agent certificate of FNSEM. You see, I say Oma law practice no aye so ridiculous that ubia no kasetia lawyers because of this lawyer. Sisi lawyer mami mbisa appeal court na mo onim de ntia mo appeal court.
Eba shine. So approve set the certificate na the certificate na original and may I sure say by now, and you know myself so why phone why we
Leroy. What does you call it tonight?
But I sure says I Ghana because Ghana for initial say you fake. San no mukai.
Mamincho. Yadi can't show what you will say. You see if in Kwane San marriage certificate no the no or the two nekoe and not the family book back account.
Yeah.
First one no the no. It was a photocopy but certified. TNE. Who bet me use photocopy no? But certified. Photocopy nene kutano no. Process ne keke na ne ese o di film. Because on waka che say ne first ne marriage certificate o provide ma court no. Okoje ne 12th of August 2025, right? 12th of August 2025 ne ma case ni so kra. What you say? Ne ma case ni so kra nti no what time be bre e na lawyer kusi ne so no. Or see he was called to the bar in the year 2004 when you're 21 years.
Yeah. Papa Mbacho, and main challenges process no main challenges
processes no meba. The entire mama doubt to say to meba. The entire mama doubt to say more certificates na nkasa bi wo ho no na say lawyer kusi no he knows onim processes the way onim because where the woman be case metie no antenna program where the woman be case the same case to say Lumba into an processes of firm what you say and some of the marriage certificate in a court. He knows into man pretend this on him and what catch him say utieno the previous interviews or granting does it TV anyway say ya. On one state womb say certificate in the pen name so or train. O state womb meet more about to say ya.
Lawyer Maame.
Yes.
It's validation.
But you na me bisa say
original sem.
Na me bisa say
the original no me pacho wa.
Unim de nti a mo appeal court. Unim de nti a mo ko appeal court.
Me pacha validation master.
Then validation.
Me pacha on certificate no the extract no say go through some process bi ansana ya be issue organ and say ya be issue organ. Me pacha legalization process and I me explain it. Say ye nim process no see you so Ghana documents about brochura. Process no.
Leroy.
Yes.
Okay, the reason Tia Mowo appeal no yeah because of them
legalization of the documents no. So bet me you so Ghana.
And to okwa legalization of the process no ewa appeals court.
So Mami mpacho there yeah me say main challenge is asa necessity.
No, I'm not saying it's a challenge. As I'm now na me pesa wo chere me mu. The reason why I'm more appeal also because of the entire Moko appeals court is because of the legalization of marriage certificate, right?
The entire all corner say or agree with your friends the judgment nearby, you know. The whole judgment, you know, she doesn't agree. That's the
with
entire court.
Okay, so she doesn't agree say or and she still na mo pese Maame Akosua Serwaa kwana court no recognizing as legal wife. And yes sir.
Me pacho, yes me no ne pesa.
Okay,
because I am
okay.
right.
Okay, me enti no o ya we nso say LA na o file no court no or recognize Odo Bronii so as a wife e wo o ya we
initially one recognize no court no na train na adwene be see so na
no file
no state one you know so say or the first application of fairly say Obe state said there is court Kumasi High Court Aka said there is also another wife. Sano kai.
Until now, we say we're trying to track court.
Oh, and the mean to me, Kasa Yantro. Because I didn't know what appeals. I can't say.
Rahel, what they granted say we can't track.
And the mean so
what it means that she agrees with what the judgment said because she's filing for letters of administration, right?
Osteti was to say. Court akase second wife wo ho nti enyo
whether she stated or not
nti meba Leroy Maame was stated also nti wagya tum say second wife wo no me pa chonya sa
wa ngya ntum
nti no
ba say dia wonti me ngintum
there be letters of administration but also when you be akan a we recognize Odo Bronii as a wife
na on the show when am I
recognize no o se judge
but when you be akan when you be akan
Leroy Maame
supplementary affidavit now
the affidavit no kind and let's see
what supplementary affidavit now in pacho kan no my 90
pacho I think is she gone off?
She's checking something on the phone.
Okay. Let me hold on.
This I make sure.
Me pacho shushe na kind my na yen fese dia wo kan.
Mami me pacho my clarify. We na me pese like me mama hu kwan a yen fa so gi documents wa ha.
Pacho answer my question we answer
about kwan a mama fa so gi mo document. Onim say asema yen has nothing to do with how am gi mo documents or this is a marriage that is coming from a marriage certificate that is coming from Germany to a Ghanaian court. The marriage it didn't take off and see what Ghana it take it off in Germany. And a marriage certificate is being brought from Germany to Ghana. It has nothing to do. Maame Akosua one marriage certificate there BB. Germany. I'm not sure so we be catching this on certification. I'm sure say even Enokrano there might be a process, but this is a different case altogether. And what you are saying is, do you know say are different from what we are saying?
Me who say you're different because that process, you know. So you documents every Ghana baha. Yeah, the same process. We go through the same process.
And so what the document? But what the document if you approach Ghana pay?
Debbie, me who be answer why
Who
you
be bigger? Until you don't, it means that you don't know the process, right?
Debbie, Chris, when I'm me
Process, not Ghana Rani said this is the processor. Why are you saying say you don't agree with it when you don't know the process?
Debbie, my said it so many times is that and yet process no mom I don't agree with it so.
Rahel, Maame ni komo kitwe na Maame ni komo kitwe na ntino wase.
Yeah.
Leroy Maame.
Yes.
Wajja tumu say Elena mo file ye no. Mo admit say Odo Bronii suso eye oyere. Pacho wajja tumu say.
Debbie wanjiantum.
Wanjiantum. Ba onim say supplementary affidavit no onim say why stating wo say Odo Bronii so eye yere.
Pacho Debbie o can say court mom ne can say wo ye oyere but enye ono ne kan.
Na se ni nyina na se court asem.
Yo, but say o say me ma can say na obi aka say e different.
Ba say affidavit na oye no pacho enye court ne sign ye eye omo ankasa ne sign affidavit no pacho ni za.
Application no one state Odo Bronii din was so until say court catch and say no. As I said, there is also a second wife and son or affidavit attached.
Okay. Ena or sign ena ode ne kan ho yes sir.
Yes, say court
good. Me ba good. Enti na ode na kan ho no nti isi a no appeal na mo ho no mo say dent na mo appeal.
Bacho, yes a court judgment no ode mai. Maame ne say onte no ho ase. Nti no okode kwa say court ma judgment na wo feel say wonu wan di ne ya so betimi akọ appeal court. Na wasa akọ explain no ho say this is the reason why antia.
Enti dent na mo ko say mo appeal court say Odo Akosua Serwaa nkwa na yeyere. E na wankasa wasa admit say ele na mo yeye no mo admit mo recognize Odo Bronii say oyeyere. Enti na me bisa say appeal na mo ho dent na mo appeal. Why?
Ele no. One state was so no na. Asemu.
But your young queen, why? Young queen.
Leroy.
Yes.
Leroy. Unsa wa udi kan say oji document bi fi Ghana e dey about Belgium no. Also udi call gem Belgium embassy in Ghana meboa.
Yes.
Exactly. Into the same thing and no we must so catch no. Say,
and I me challenges as about
Leroy to was say. And only idea uncle for no man.
Is it that Alfred Nee rolling money letters of administration, Nana? You don't have a copy of it. But I want somebody to read it for us.
Say documents. But now your name say the other way around, and then no more fairly. But maybe what has said, maybe some chairman says about extract name issue dates, no ness annual man. And I'm person explaining chairman say Sana honey,
Madam Ryan, Patrol move on why not AI boring because be there can be no but yes.
Okay, mommy, some Patrol should share letters of administration. In 10 years, Shaki or state was to say initially no one state Odo Bronii was so, but they say no court mom na can say or no so your wife. Interest or stating was so. Hey, Sana what Ellen no, why Sana was so.
I said supplementary affidavit no. Say anything you can, is it supplementary?
But I said initial Ellen or filing so I for Odo Bronii.
Tiedi can make it appointing that say initial you need when one fan maso by supplementary or cast a supplementary affidavit. Supplementary what yes in no the other account.
Yes, after say courts
Leroy.
So Leroy what intino unim say mo be call appeal mama Sunday certificate bi akọ appeal bi mana sana wa adwen yo.
Oh, and say no necessary or issue. Say okay, as I say, a court through some processor, and yeah, a friend said judgment never before no. Me enforce into the entire enforce no. This is the reason why entire enforce so. Into some mama issue out a process like mama mama approve me who still I make certificate in a court through that process. And I say I did be a court.
But your appeal court, sebi previous appeal court, and yet district court, and yet circuit court. Appeal asɛm na yɛdi no high court hɔ awie no na yɛde akɔ appeal sɛ wonte ho asɛ wode kɔ appeal na appeal for no ayɛ review.
Yes.
Yɛmfa any document ɛnkɔka ho biem. Asɛm na yɛdi no high court na yɛkɔ akɔ review. Enti sɛ wo on record waka sɛ certificate now providing is more than authentic. Ɛno ho ɛne yɛde kɔ ne asa akɔhwɛ sɛ ampa sɛ ebia asɛm baako mmienu bi court no ebu n'ani gu so nti ɔhwɛ ya enka ebia asɛm no bɛdane. Na mmom wankasa wagya atum sɛ adeɛ na wode bae no more than authentic.
I have
Okay, all right.
I have the I have the affidavits. No?
Okay.
The first one, okay, affidavits of head of family. Bacho, Leroy, ma'am, I hope you are listening.
Bacho meets here.
The first one, the first affidavit, ABUSUAPANIN Robert Jemfi of house number Woho, Ghana made the oath to say the following: that I am the disponent herein. 2, that I am the head of the family of the immediate Ekwana family of Pakuku, Kumasi in the Ashanti region of the Republic of Ghana, in which the deceased Sarkodie Fosu, aka that Lumba, was a member. That the deceased died on the 22nd, died in Accra, in the Greater Accra region on the 26th day of July 2025. That at the time of his death and the decease had to his fixed place of abode and honing him 5 near that at the time of his death the deceased was survived by his spouse Akosua Serwaa Fosu, who is the first applicant herein, and 11 children. That was the first one that she sent. Then the second one, I Akosua Serwaa Fosu of house number, supplementary affidavit in support. I Akosua Fosu of house number block, the first we no address no modema ofa ya poku no ana ono so modema no. 1, I am the first applicant and deponent herein. 2, that I together with the second applicant filed an application for letters of administration on the 22nd of 2022. But this is how she filed it. She said that I, together with the 2 applicant filed in the first application, Charlene and then Maame Akosua, for the letters of administration on the 22nd 12 of 2025. That in the affidavit in support disposed to by the third applicant, we failed to indicate that the High Court, Kumasi, on the 28th day of November 2025 gave a judgment in which it decided that the deceased had 2 wives, that the two wives are Akosua Serwaa Fosu and the first applicant and Priscilla Ofori, aka Odo Bronii, wherein I swear to the affidavit in support. And looking at it, Maame Akosua Serwaa at this point, wagya tum say, court can say, mienu no yere no nti at this particular point or jitum say mienu yere. Adentina, don't you think says and Maame Akosua Serwaa engine to and at the letters of administration I think what she could have done was not to let the court know say Odo Bronii yere na ono pen yere no. She doesn't, because of that, it's letters of administration, that's fine. But because she actually needed the letters of administration, now she acknowledges that there's a second wife, which is Odo Bronii, and then there are 11 children attached to whatever it is that she's filing.
Leroy Mame.
Yes.
Leroy Mame, I think, sir, take your time na kind letter Maame Akosua Serwaa Edibaye on the 4th of February 2018. Na kind letter Baba Jama responded on the 3rd of October 2025. Na be kind judgment na ebaye and also so on the 28th of November. And then Babekai on the 22nd of January, yeah, the LA no. So when you say no more winning na share, who kind we are obetiasi? Why? I yes, I better say we are baby brew and isn't I think say ma yamanko kind kakra na oba. Then we'll talk more about it. Oh yes, I better expose so many things to you. Why? Thank you so much.
Yo, Martin, bye.
Mr. Alex, Bacho Jansu Wako.
Yeah. Alfred, there are so many reports that are out there. If you like reading, all these things are right in front of us. And they say, Obi bana ye kind na Auntie Naa Papa shee Obia is here. Somebody.
Mr. Alex, she's just trying to say, in Europe, no, your documentation. You will not be given even an original marriage certificate crampa after 5 years no here baby to do any court a yibiana. You will go and be given an extract. And that will not,
regardless of what you were given.
It means that marriage certificate is not valid. That part now is what I want to know the truth in is that the case? Say marriage certificate after 5 years, after 5 years, you can't use it for any documental purposes, and that's part
there are so many things that we are learning out of this, and the judge spilled every misunderstanding bia ewa asem no ho edeto krata so was started by saying say a judge was not supposed to even do that. Say nkamuko Ghana embassy mu nkamuko validate we mu nkamde ba me yehwe anyoma nyina, she's not supposed to. Eyewo wona he who that alleges must prove it. It is
Mr. Alex, at this point, let me allow a few people to come in.
Okay.
Before a rolling bear able to the lapses in Lumba Akosua NSEMSEM now kinds. Let me see. Me pacho say me pick you na we no airdrop wa. Me pacho, please kindly send a request back. And it's not my fault. As you can see, I'm just accepting people, but if you want to me and then please, if you send a request now, you can go off and then still come back to request again. Okay. Okay, IGP, you're welcome.
Sister Nananka, maybe I can be but no can say Europe na intimate requested new marriage certificate and then Nananka obey to me I can for Germany because Germany dear.
Okay,
Me
so this was
France. Every 3 months be I crowd 3 months be there. You have to request new one. Marriage certificate a bro 3 months what they call office be our monje and the new one on the bebron a original one and is as no say Europe no obey me I can Germany although me name Germany but it's not Europe obey me I request for original one is our and that's
all right.
I hope
thank you so much. Thank you, IGP. Ohima and Pacho, please kindly come in. I was from Pacho requesting it also until Uber so not why you're attentive. Why? So that when we call you, you can just make your submission and then we'll pick other people. Because I requested for a very long time. Ohima and Pacho, Ote Mekasa. Ohima Abba. All right, Bas, you're welcome. Is it Bassini? Bassini, you're welcome. Ebusuafo mpacho mote me kasa de. Okay, Oba mpacho, please kindly go ahead. Obaya mpacho, please kindly go ahead. Eyemina monte me kasa na say I don't understand. Mpacho mote me kasa.
Yɛte wo kasa paa.
All right. Ohima mpacho, please kindly come in. All right. Lady, please come in.
Sister Donna no ho ya me nwanwa nsama a otuatua wa ana ho na ya me nwanwa ono klepo na nka me ba be interrupt no but because ni okikan wo adwen bi ani ho
No, okay, sir, no. If you have any other thing to say, then no kind of fault on any other.
Woody krata by was unya bibia wo ho de beba sa keke extract no no o de beba keke un register on bibia so awo no even woody me ma wa Germany America ha media mo birth certificate ba kwa ya ade ama no omo ma me ko translate ye ama me di ko ya ma ya notarize ya answer na omo te wa ha certificate now the case ware extract now the fico fufu but fufu she unya she won na the back sacket now no me ya
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, lady. I want somebody in Germany, okay? Where is the noise coming from? Okay, Eric, please kindly come in. Where is the noise coming from?
That was incredible. Hey, sorry I barked when you took your pants off. I thought it was a squirrel. Ready to go again? Oh, I need time. I'm still recovering from that one thing.
Okay, Adia Fekweku, Bacho, please kindly come in.
No, but when I got my diagnosis, I made a bucket list of wild, sexy stuff I want to try. Yes, I would like to help you cross off every single item on this list.
For me, Pacho, Monkana, we why? Oh, Eric,
can I go ahead, Miss Rachel?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Would you know me, Pacho? Me pese me mispronounce. Rachel and Rahel. Okay.
Yes.
So, in fact, first of all, I applaud you. I really applaud you. This assembly by Mitmichi Mekwa. I just want to get an insight of really what is going on, right? Rolling, I've been following him. We've been on Obapa TV for the longest time with Simply and all of that. Finally, we found you. I have all the men here. In fact, always in Miwasiho because of some distractions over here, right? And then me free because when the lady was speaking, I couldn't take it. Like your wonipa almost 800. We can't throw dust in people's eyes. Some of us are listening for like I can just say it because we've experienced it. My experience might be different. Maybe or Canada. Until or Kasa Ahase, and I was like, okay, I will give the benefit of the doubt, but it wouldn't be that difference. Name to me, baby Brisa. Ahase. The obi cry divorce. No, why any divorce? Like me was saying, I help people in doing some of these documentations. Now, all person time worry no. Sad divorce no. O de bano ka say, ma were na si wagano. Me so ya giant so wagana. E no mpo no. Ye office ye be catch you say. Safako Ghana no oma authenticate wo hon court of and depend be bia sisu no wo dia bre no Safako ma lawyer wa ha na lawyer e wa ha say no ono no authenticating jintu asa na wo dia akoma ye ministries e wa ha asa na ya dia to say we divorce no kra no yes. And that is just because systems no want to stay free of indictment. Say ebia or chinebia koka say no. Ebia ya issue a marriage certificate and I say ya mo obi the say ya mo obi the right to get married in ebia Ontario ha abra no onye eligible ebia no owaware okrobi. Sa time no what the system will say ni say hey 1 year mo mukuro mo hono mo fo no authenticate e bedru ye krom ha so yes ye legal representative e wa ha enti sa lawyer no so wujiska na oye ya hono no ma push wa ma system no they deal with you enti system pa be kase ena wo mu de call embassy ena papa she de call Ghana embassy wo Germany ho hono me hu say question no brought her back to order say papa she need Germany enti German embassy e wo Ghana. That ratification was very, very important because this is how they just talk. And then you can imagine your auntie see or mutie ono otia watio. So no uncle check facts bia. Media, that's where it is. Whatever she said, no me that say you have people here that are willing to kind of omububu kiss no. It will enfa and sa at least a new
Thank you so much, people. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, people. I think say I'll bring Leroy back on and then play Lawyer Kusi's own. I think Leroy was here. Leroy, please kindly send a request again. Okay, she's here. I'm going to pick Leroy back and then play Lawyer Kusi voice now, your boy, you know. And then listen to Lawyer Kusi himself say, judge and say or the extract and a buy and a judge no papa extract me for you. But you, Leroy, you are saying, say, back in Germany, if you go marriage certificate at Europe, and that's a back in Europe, no, so marriage certificate at Europe, that's a who compare another marriage certificate, and they acquire any legal processor, your mawo extract. But like I could see is saying, say, even that which the judge says, say, or the extract in the bar, where did the judge get that from? Until Leroy, I'll bring you back on, play the audio.